Yes, 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 we are out here. Woo, doggy week 5. What a slow start we just got. 10-13. We're here. 13 minutes better than never. It's your boy Rick Rosen. Check down. Week 5 edition. We're still going to 1. That's still happening. Just because alarm clocks aren't perfect inventions doesn't mean we got to bury the kid. Let's go. Let's start real quick. Goldmine is here, and Goldmine doesn't care if you woke up or not. Goldmine doesn't care if you've got water on deck. Goldmine doesn't care if you slept through, like, if you got your phone, like, died without playing, like, the alarms. It's not happening. Okay, so Parker or Baldwin? I really think you're looking at your high ceiling versus your low basement here, Goldmine. First of all, thank you for coming in the show, being here on time. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go with Baldwin over Parker. I think with Parker, it's just a little bit of an overthink. We thought that targets would be there with Cutler, and they are, but Cutler's not there. So Cutler's not really... Cutler is not really doing what... I mean, he's Cutler 2017, but we wanted Gase Cutler. We wanted Gunslinger Cutler, and we're just not getting that. So I think Baldwin is a safe play here. They've got a good matchup against the Rams. The Rams gave up 40 points to the 49ers. And as long as they did that, as long as the Rams stay giving up, yeah, so Baldwin over Parker. So let's move. Sorry, you got me. I'm trying to just catch us real it. Okay, so Cam Trubisky. I love that you added Trubisky midweek because Trubisky is an aggressive downfield quarterback that has nothing to lose. He's going to come in and he's going to try to make it happen right away. And, that's great, but the Vikings defense is super duper legit, and there's no elite receiver to test Xavier Rhodes, so he's going to be able to roam as he pleases, and the pass rush is going to be able to eat as they please. I don't think the running backs are good plays either. The Vikings defense is the best run defense in the league, I believe. Monday Night Football, they're gonna come strong. I think Cam's fine today. I think Cam's in for a very good bounce back game. We've been shitting on Cam Newton all week, so you know he's gonna make us pay on Sunday. I think that's totally fine to go with Cam. I know it's been risky, and I know he hasn't been MVP. He looked like straight trash the past couple of weeks. He looked pretty good last week, and he gets a little bit of swag. He gets a little bit of momentum. Cam's one of the best quarterbacks in football. Everybody's in the chat now. Guys, Checkdown happened. It was not a nice morning, but I am out here and I am not stopping. It's 10:15. That was a brutal start, but it's okay because you just wipe off the monologues, you wipe off the A block, and you crank on that B block. Yo, it's time. All right, Parker or Jordan Howard? So, like, in this case, I'm leaning more towards Parker. I'm just off my Bears on Monday. Especially, I'm off running backs against the Vikings. So, with Parker, you get that vertical opportunity. I'm worried about the game script because of Matt Castle. I'm worried about the Dolphins being up and controlling that game. But I also think that there's a chance that could be very tight. Matt Castle is just a great unknown for us today, and that's going to affect just about every single game, every single fantasy performance. Is the appearance or lack thereof of Marcus Mariota and Derek Carr are going to trickle into every matchup in the league today. It's undeniable. All right, Tanner, let's fucking do this. Parker or Jordan? Not your standard pick 3. Standard pick 3. Joe Mixon, Latavius Murray, Lamar Miller, Carlos Hyde. Carlos Hyde is having the best year of his career in a contract year. And I'm gonna ride that workhorse until the wheels fall off. I think that's a really solid play. So that's number 1. Lamar Miller, sneaky good. Obviously, his ceiling is lower than just about everybody, but I feel like every week, Tanner, you and I text about Lamar Miller doing something. You know what I mean? We didn't have him starting. So Murray, decent play. Mixon, it's like if we're ever going to get him, we're going to get him. But I think the Bills' run defense has been the Bills' defense in general has been very good. And I do think Mixon hasn't 100% found his stride. It would very much upset me if this was the game that he broke out. But I would start the other 3 based on touches and production. Mixon's production hasn't been good, but how many weeks are we going to start Joe Mixon saying it's coming, it's coming, it's coming? if it's gonna come, it's gonna come. But I don't know if I want it. I want it to happen on my bench before I actually throw it in the starting lineup, because it's a little bit complicated, that 3 running back system. It sucks that Gio Bernard's the most explosive. He's actually doing the best. All right, Suhu, I got you, bro. Carr and Mariota out. Do I start Palmer or Wentz? Really good. The Cardinals are on pace to throw the ball more than any team in football history. It's entirely unsustainable, but it's gorgeous for fantasy. Goldmine, what are you doing here, man? You just taking over the show, but I like your spunk, kid. All right, Goldmine's got the questions. Let's check the show schedule, because we clearly got more important things to do, man. Right now, we're breaking down today's show. Then we're going to talk about, it was a crazy week. A lot of crazy stuff happened. I took my camera crew out. I did a little man on the street stuff that we'll see in the near future, but it's going to influence today's show. Then we're going to talk about today's fantasy output outlook. We're going to try a new segment. We talk about the most delicious fantasy matchups of the day. Then we're going to talk about our stream team, our #1 streamers for the week. There are 4 buys this week for the first time, and they throw everything out of the schedule, out of whack on your teams, on your rosters. You're really going to get your depth tested over the next 6 weeks, so that's going to be fun. And then we're going to finish, we're going to do some real or no real, everybody's favorite game show. We're going to talk about guys, if they are legit, with some big performances in the past couple weeks. And then we're going to do our draft. We're going to get on the phone that didn't play our alarm because it's a piece of shit. And we're going to do a draft. Sorry for my language. No more swearing today. We're going to do a draft. We've won 3 weeks in a row, boys. 3 weeks in a row. Draft. We are making money together on the draft app. So we're drafting. We'll do that around 12:15 when the injuries are all coming out. But that's it, man. I think this... No problem, Goldmine. Hang out, man. Hang out and chill. I think that I think that it's important that we check out Flex PPR. Flex PPR. Kelvin, Cohen, Murray, Crabtree. Crabtree's good to go, and that's pretty crazy. It's gonna make a lot of people nervous. Because he's been hurt, and Derek Carr is probably not gonna play. EJ Manuel was slinging the ball, dude. EJ Manuel was so fun because he's only got 1 speed. He's got like lollipop and laser cannon, and mostly he's just taking L's. Like there's something in common there, and it's him losing. So I'm very interested to see if he does play, how much run he gets, Crabtree. And it throws the offense into whack because they're not really built to give the ball to Marshawn Lynch like 35 times. Marshawn Lynch declining touches too. Declining touches since week 1 when I had to eat humble pie because, he's a startable running back. 6 touches, 9 touches, 9 touches. I'm out here. I'm just waiting. That's like a 40-year-old guy with back problems. So you tell me how long he can run. Unbelievable. Okay. So Kelvin, Cohen, Murray, or Crabtree. I actually don't think... So give me Murray. PPR Murray is going to be tough. That's a big unknown. We don't know what their snap share is going to look like. So we're kind of just flying by our seat of our pants here. Plex PPR, Kelvin, Curry, Moe, and Crabtree. I do think if Carr's healthy, and that's the thing, it's a late game, but Crabtree will have the highest point total, obviously, with a healthy Carr. Kelvin Benjamin, banged up. I'm worried about it. This is a really rough foursome. Man, we got a rough break on it today, guys. Give me Crabtree. And Crabtree, then Benjamin, then Murray, then Cohen. I got to take the big play. And if Amari Cooper's going to keep sucking, I'm going to keep starting Michael Crabtree everywhere I can. Because the way that breaks down is somebody's got to make the plays. And if one guy is going to get scripted out of the game plan, either by the defense or by his own devices, I want the guy who's going to benefit the most. So if Amari Cooper's going to slump, that's totally fine for Amari Cooper. Just give me all your Crabtree shares. I'm out here. Uribe. Amari Cooper, Tyrell Williams, or Sammy Watkins. PPR, Flex, Bennett, Lacey, Jamal Williams. So we just talked about Amari Cooper slumping. It's crazy. His drop rate is crazy. He's on paper. He's fuego. He's so good. He's seriously struggled in the past weeks. Guys, I got a late start on the show, but we're doing Superman power rankings. So let me know. And in honor of the crazy win last night, we want to talk about our favorite Miami players, because I was a big guy growing up, and there's just so many good Miami players that are so fun. Is it okay to have a pulled pork Cuban sandwich with waffle fries for breakfast? Asking for me. It's more than okay. There's no restrictions on breakfast. F out of here, man. That sounds a mission. Can you actually do me a favor? Bang. That's what you get. Okay, so let's get back to this question. I do think Tyrell Williams is in for a huge game. Keenan Allen is the number 1 receiver in San Diego. I need to rip this jug. We're down to ShopRite brand, guys. The views are struggling. We're down to ShopRite brand water. So Keenan Allen's going to be the number 1. He's going to draw Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie or Janoris Jenkins. Behind them is Eli Apple, who, I'm saying this as a Giants fan, has been the worst corner in football since Week 16 last year. Targeted more, given him more catches, touchdowns. He is way worse than DRC and Jenkins, and it's absolutely devastating to the Giants defense because they're picking on this kid. He's a kid. He's 21. He's in his second year. Ohio State. He can play, but he's getting absolutely torched week in, week out, and it's a huge liability. But wherein there is liability, there is advantage. Keenan Allen's going to draw that main coverage, and that's going to mean Tyrell Williams is going to be totally available for deep routes, and they're going to have to sling it. I think that's totally fine play in the flex or a starting wide receiver. Definitely over the other two. So Tyrell Williams, book it, and flex. You're basically asking me Lacy or Jamal Williams because I probably wouldn't flex Bennett. And those two make me nervous. I would probably say Lacy because of game script, because against the Rams. But I would imagine Thomas Rawls to get a lot of those touches. I don't find Lacy to be particularly explosive. So it's a really poop scenario. 3 Packers. Because Eddie Lacy's a Packer for life, right? Eddie Lacy's really... Hearing Eddie Lacy as a Seahawk still rattles me a little bit. And it's been like that for a year. I would say, if it helps you, Bennett is the 3rd there. And then with Williams and Lacy, you're really picking your poison. I'm going to go Jamal Williams, but the game script, I mean, it's going to be Packers-Cowboys. There's going to be very little running on the Packers side of the ball. But I'll go Jamal Williams. Is Andre Ellington for real? Well, here's the thing. The touches are, and Is Andre Ellington good? No. Is Andre Ellington a starter on the other 32 teams? Most likely not. Are the Cardinals passing more than any other team has historically after 4 weeks of football? Yes, they're on pace to break the passing attempts record. That benefits everybody. And if there's no David Johnson, there's balls going to the running back. Kerwin Williams, Andre Ellington, Chris Johnson, those are running backs. Last I still checked. So there's going to be benefit there. 100% Andre Ellington's a PPR guy. Don't expect much. The Cardinals they're not that kind of team where the running back's going to be feasting, or a positive running game is going to benefit them. I don't think I changed the caption. The stream. Did I change the text? Wow, guys. Rough start today. Oh, let's check out this Cuban. Yeah, boy. Yeah, dude. Oh, I'm all about this sandwich. We got to get some French fry rankings going in the next couple weeks. I tried to do the best rankings I possibly could, and then what happened is you do a couple of food in a row, and there's just so many other good stuff to rank, like hat placement and TV game shows are the other things we ranked. But the different types of French fries is so divisive, and I love it because, like, even if certain types of fries are different, they're actually the same fries. Like crinkle cut and shoestring, that is the exact same physical composition. That's you and me. We're both human beings, but we're radically different. And then curly fries, that's I don't know what that is. That's just a whole nother thing. It's hard to believe they come from the same starch. Unbelievable. Waffle fries, curly fries. We could throw tots in there. Are we making a list live on the air? Cute. Guys, you are watching the Checkdown. We are late, but we are always here for you. I'm going to go for until 1. So if you're going to pop in whenever, maybe I should pop in whenever. As always, the emoji board is out here. It doubled in size last week. And if you want to add to the emoji board, all you have to do is super chat. We will instantly talk about whatever you want to talk about. Look at these things. Look at these things. We are crushing it. Emoji board. That happens when you super chat. I want to look at today's matchups. Today's week 5 matchups presented by the emoji board. For now, I feel like that's 100% coming down. That's 100% going to fall on me in 15 minutes. Smiley fries. Oh, smiley fries. See, now what do you do with smiley fries? Those are also potatoes, but there are softer spots on smiley fries than any other potato. The smiley fries are the big potato of fries. They're out of control. When you take the waffle fries and kind of like peel off the spokes, you're saying bring out the kid in you. I just all sorts of like bugles bring out the kid in me, right? Because you put them on you. Bop, bop, bop. I am Bugle Man with my bugle hands. Bang, bang, 100%. Bang, he's clipping the fence. All right, let's take a look at this new thing we did. Not this. This isn't the new thing we did. This is the new thing we did. So we're going to talk about each game today, and we're talk about the outlook and if there's a good for a fantasy healthy fantasy matchup, right? So we're going to break it down into tiers, and this is how it works. Bang. Tier 1, let it fly. These are the guys that we're 100% starting no matter what each week. We're going to put them in this group. And the number 1 game of this week is Packers-Cowboys. They've met so many times in the last few years. Huge games, high scoring, late drama. Both teams have legitimate flaws on defense and legitimate studs on offense. And honestly, playing in Dallas, I'll take that for Green Bay because they get it indoors. And Devontae Adams being back is absolutely massive. I can't believe that dude took a shot in the face, spent overnight in the hospital, and then he flew to Dallas, and now he's going to play football. It seems so dumb, but it is so awesome, and it's one of the reasons we love football. Start everybody but Ty Montgomery. I'm starting Martellus Bennett. I know I told someone chose over that. Oh, Suhu, let me get back to your quarterback question that I didn't even see, because we're doing game outlooks here. Hey, Niners Colts is the other one. I do think it's okay to dump the bag. I know these are two opposite matchups. You got 2 playoff teams and 2 winless teams. But with the Niners, you got Hyde, you got Garcon, fire them up. With the Colts, Hilton Moncrief, sure. Frank Gore, sure. I'm keeping an eye on Marlon Mack. He's healthy. He's getting a bigger target share. I think that's totally fine. Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson. We're going to talk about Watson later in the show, but I think what's really important to know is that he's doing it with balance, both within himself and within the offense. Bill O'Brien has totally stepped up his creativity on offense with Watson, giving him bootlegs, giving him different options. But what's important is that Watson is sticking these plays with excellent timing and accurate delivery. And it's interesting because it happens so fast. Like, Watson was on our stream team last week, but he wasn't on our 5 touchdown team. So it was a huge change for a rookie that you think is going to struggle to start. I do think Watson belongs on every fantasy team. Yeah, that's last week's schedule. Gosh darn it, guys. Wow, that's garbage. Let's get it out of here. We can't always get what we want. I would take Russell Wilson over Watson. I think that the Texans are in for a tough matchup. always regression after you throw touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, obviously. Like, regression always. But the Rams can be had on defense. The Rams defense is not perfect. There's a good pass rush. It makes me nervous. But the pass rush in Kansas City is better. I think it's a hostile environment for Deshaun Watson to step into. And I think that that's even just the Chiefs defense is menacing. Good rushers, good corner. Hopkins is going to be locked up by Peters. And I think that Russell Wilson's going to be able to do more. He's got a healthy team. He doesn't have the same run game, but he's going to be able to make it happen. Don't worry. That's a fine one. I'm going to save that one right now, actually. I'm trying to save more matchups and then look at them over the course of the week and see if we got them right. Russell Wilson over Deshaun. Books. All right. So, what's up? Oh, we got another one. Flex PPR, Duke Johnson, Moncrief, or Funchess. Oh, man, that's rough. So Duke Johnson is getting increased touches across the board. The reason it's rough is because I like Funchess so much. It's so funny because when that reporter asked Cam the question that started this whole thing about like better route running and the impact it has, and he was like, it's so funny to hear a girl talk about routes. She was talking about Devin Funchess, who had the best game of his career on Sunday, and now it's all lost in the storm how great Devin Funchess is because we're just talking about Cam Newton and a Charlotte Observer reporter. Garbage. So it's important to know that Devin Funchess is out here, had a great game last week, is in the midst of a breakout, and should be rostered across the board. This goes Duke Johnson, Funchess, Moncrief, which I'm not sure other people will agree with. Sure, someone in this chat was leaning Moncrief, but 100% Funchess over Moncrief. What a rough start. Your boy is so out here. Let me send some texts. Let me get some feels out here. We're missing the squad. I love it, though. I love scrambling and ripping apart my betting for my phone only to discover that the alarm didn't go off. Lifestyle. Get that text, then you copy, paste that text. Get that text, then you copy, paste that text. When I text, then you copy, paste my text. Then we text, then you copy, paste my text. Text. That's how we do it, guys. I had a couple of parodies that I wanted to do. I'm working on them. I need to be able to get in the booth with some people, man. That's the thing. Turn my headphones up. So that kind of thing, obviously. Let's go back to the to our tiers, because I really thought that we're getting into our best part, and that's tier 2. Decent matchup, dude. We got decent matchups. Get some decent matchups. These are matchup-based plays where you're going to start your studs, obviously, and then you may look into starting some lower tier players, but you're also going to keep an eye on matchups. Like Jaguars Steelers, I'm not going to fly on everybody, but I'm 100% starting Leonard Fournette against the Steelers, and I'm starting like 90% of my Steelers. My biggest issue is receivers. The Jaguars' pass defense has been very good. Their rush defense is atrocious. Worst rush defense in football. But their pass defense is going to cause problems with Antonio Brown. He's been frustrated. He's going to draw Bouye, their top cover corner. And the Jags can play. And that's going to cause some, the Steelers, this looks like the survivor pick on paper, but why do the Steelers have trouble with these games? You just know they're going to play down to the Jaguars because they always do. So expect heavy Le'Veon Bell and just try to not worry about it. I'm going to try grab Lev in our play draft later when we do our play draft in the draft app. But, a name to watch on the Steelers is Juju Smith-Schuster. He outsnapped Martavis Bryant in the slot last week. If you're looking for a receiver in deeper leagues, Smith-Schuster's probably on free agency. He's caught a couple balls, so he might have been on somebody's radar, but he's largely unclaimed. And he's a guy that could really break out in the later weeks as a good spot start matchup. Martavis Bryant gets banged up. I think it's going to be okay. Seahawks, Rams. We talked about this. Fire on the running backs. Seahawks is a little bit more tricky than that. I'm okay with starting Russell Wilson. I'm okay with starting not Sammy Watkins, but I'd probably okay with Cooper Kupp because the way the Seahawks defense operates is a cover 3. So all your best corners are drifting back. And I want Cooper Kupp to go across. And I think in that underneath and in that soft spots of the zone, that's where you try to attack a defense like that. I think Cooper Kupp's a decent play there. PPR only. I wouldn't be starting Cooper Kupp probably ever in non-PPR leagues because if the guy gets 7 catches for 64 yards, that's a bust in a non-PPR format. Jets-Browns, fascinating matchup. Fire up your running backs. This could be the last game for Isaiah Crowell, at least for me. It's the last game of Isaiah Crowell's career for me as a fantasy player. If he can't get it done today, I'm so over it. I'm so sick of waiting for this guy to pop. I'm so sick of people telling me this guy, he just doesn't work with the game script. I'm so sick and tired of defending Isaiah Crowell, especially when you got a guy like Duke Johnson who's making people shake out there and really demanding more touches with his play, both in the slot and as a running back. And then Crowell's just this plodding guy, not making people miss, not breaking contact. And what are we supposed to do there? But I do think that McCown is a sneaky stream play. Robbie Anderson's a sneaky streaming receiver. Austin Seferian-Jenkins is not even that sneaky of a play. That's just somebody we're going to talk about later because they're good. On the Browns, not a whole lot of receivers to pick from. Kenny Britt's played himself out of the NFL with last week's game. Literally, ball through his hands, off his chest, into the defender's hands for an interception. You just can't call yourself a professional pass catcher and put out tape like that. It's so heinous. So also the defense is not terrible plays. I'm not sure about the scoring in this game, but it's very intriguing to say the least. See what a Jets team does 2-2 with full of confidence. No update on David Johnson. No, Kyle. No. He's on short-term IR. But you're freaking me out, so you make me want to check my phone, though. Like, you make me want to, like, cruise the Rappaport beat. Oh, my God. What a brutal start. Chargers at Giants. So I had a lot of people telling me Giants were a sneaky play here for Survivor. That is solely because you have a West Coast team flying to New Jersey for an early start, which I totally understand. But I just don't think there's a lot of good matchups here. Aside from we talked about Tyrell Williams is a great play. The Giants are missing their center, which can cause lots of problems for an offensive line, communication concerns, setting the lineups. What's going on, Lewis? Thank you so much for coming in. We're doing game outlooks, but I'm, absolutely pulling that ripcord to talk to you, brother man. T.Y. Hilton, Sterling Shepard, Aaron Jones, or Wayne Gallman. That is a super provocative foursome for me. It's PPR. We're super out here. T.Y. Hilton is a very intriguing proposition. And as far as ceiling in that 4, he's 100% number 1 ceiling in that group. The odds of Sterling Shepard catching another 76-yard touchdown are not great. Aaron Jones, I don't see him being the primary tote man. Wayne Gallman, negative game script. Center is injured. I do like him, but I don't like Giants as far as rushing. They haven't had to produce a running back who can produce this year. Just in terms of numbers, the amount of times they get the ball, Gallman was featured in one drive pretty heavily, but if he doesn't catch a touchdown, it's not fantasy relevant, so he's got to do it. I like Hilton there. I know it's crazy, but Jacoby Brissett's been slinging the ball, and he's looking for Hilton, Miami, and that's going to work for you. That game could be pretty high scoring, Indy San Fran. I wouldn't necessarily be worried about negative game script. I think if anything, the Niners put it on the Colts, and the Colts have to throw, which only makes T.Y. Hilton a better option. Thank you so much. It sucks that in this Andrew Luck injury year, you have to take your number 1 wide receiver like Hilton. Exactly. T.Y. Hilton is an elite #1 wide receiver, but because we don't have Andrew Luck, look at how far he falls. He falls in a conversation with a true #3 and 2 bottom of the depth chart running backs, because T.Y. Hilton can't get love if he doesn't have a quarterback, and that's a wide receiver's problem. That's why matchups are so important. What's up, Scott? Let me just, one more thing about Jeffrey, and then we're talking Jets D. Yeah, it's a lot of water, man. We got to make it happen. You talk for 3 hours. You get thirst, man. You get thirst like an Instagram scroll. Let me get some room. Let me turn my headphones up. Drop the beat. Oh, I missed it. All right. So Jets D, very cheeky play, my guy. Very cheeky play, my guy. Wouldn't be the worst thing. You're going to lose on sacks. You're basically hoping you get a D touchdown. That's the biggest problem there, is the amount of big plays aren't there. The interceptions aren't there. What's only there is the run stop and knowing you're playing Deshaun Kaiser. That being said, he's thrown 2 picks a game this year. So it's a really tough call, because it is a bad D. I do think it's a sneaky play. I do think there are probably better plays on the board. I would lean them over someone like the Chargers. I would lean them over the Rams today. I would lean them. There's a lot of defenses that I would not take today. It's a very, very tricky day. Jon Snow, true heir to the Iron Throne. Dude, Fedora, don't even worry about this, bro. I was like a full 10 minutes late. I was at Comic-Con this weekend, and that's one of the reasons why we're doing Superman Power rankings this week. I was at Comic-Con, and the best costume I saw was Jon Snow white. It was fur on the outside, long hair, sword, but when he opens it up, this absolutely adorable Snow White dress. He was looking real good. And it was really good cosplays all around. Your boy did not cosplay, but your boy was 100% interviewing the most ridiculous cosplaysies. So, Rob, right before you got in here, we talked about Giants and Survivor. It's a cute play. It's cute because you're really only picking it because you have a West Coast team traveling to the Giants for a 1 o'clock start. That's the only strong suit here. Other than that, you're just basing off of, you got the Giants at home with an injured center against the Chargers, who are in every game but have lost every game. So that is super frustrating. That's the thing. I don't think the Giants are this bad, but at the same time, what is telling you that they aren't? It's a really rough thing where it's like, what tells me that the Giants are good? They got Beckham. I know Odell Beckham is very, very good. That's where my confidence in the Giants pulls the ripcord, full stop. I just don't know about anybody else. And in that, I don't know what I can take on Survivor. Wayne Gallman's going to take over and solidify the running game. That's a straight prayer. I would love that. He's big and he's physical, but he's got burst. He doesn't run low, and I almost like that. I'm worried about his ball security, but he did everything in college. He did everything, and he's a real one. So hopefully that'll last. Is Jinder Mahal retaining the WWE Championship against Nakamura tonight? I don't think so. I think we're over Jinder Mahal. I think we peaked. I think the narrative peaked on Jinder Mahal, and then what happened is WWE launched in India, right? They gave Mahal the belt, and now the free trial to WWE Network in India is over, right? 6 months. So no need anymore to have Jinder Mahal as the title. The PR experiment is over. You got some racist rants in. Way to go. Jinder Mahal, hopefully he loses to Nakamura tonight. Maybe I'll watch that. Chiefs Texans. Agreed. See, Paul agrees. Why can't you guys agree with me? Odell to the Eagles. Kyle, you are getting banned. Nice. Thanks for coming in, man. Oh, can I actually put people in timeout? Yo, I just put Kyle in timeout. We're a dictator. Just put him in 5-minute timeout. I love that button. I use that for racists. I use that button for racists. And he said, Odell to the Eagles. Slap. Try me, bro. I'm not going to do that anymore. That is suppressive, and I am not an SP. I'm an AP, an adaptable person. So I will never do that again. 300 seconds is a long time. That is freaking hysterical. You call me a cuck, you're banned. You diss the Giants, you're probably also banned. Alessandro, don't call my name, don't call my name. The Checkdown. Okay, so the thing about WWE that I disagree with as far as like the golden age is the same thing we see with a couple of sports now, not necessarily the NFL, but your golden age, like you remember it, is the era when everybody you idolized as a kid was drunken on drugs all the time. Rock Austin, totally different story. Totally different story. The characters were superior. The characters and the narrative were superior because the social conscience was not what it is today. And you had the best thing for a business, active, real competition. You're always, oh, what's going on, Dante? Thank you so much for popping in. We're talking about wrestling, obviously, but I'll take this PPR real quick. And I think I missed stream Pittsburgh or Buffalo. Suhu, I would rather stream the Steelers defense, but the Bills defense is a very strong play. The Bills defense won the turnover battle, each of their last 2 upset wins. No, I'll pause the commercial. Yeah, I know, but what's up? Joe LaPonza. Hey, you must be new here, man. Get back to the freaking fantasy football. That Matt Forte, he's a bum. Turf toe. Cut off the toe. Get back on the field and get me some yards. I love you, Joe. I love you, and I hope you've subscribed. I need to choose 2 running backs and 2 receivers and a flex from the following players, and then Dante does not drop the players. So we are back to why wrestling is good. You the man, Joe. So the thing about wrestling, Joe, is the athleticism, Joe. It's fake, Joe, but it hurts, Joe. It's real athletics, and then the narrative, because you watch it thinking you could do a better job building this stuff, and the fans think they know best. And the best part is wrestling, yeah, definitely. Wrestling fans think they could do a better job at every turn, and WWE does this fun little thing where they're either like, we support your blind fandom, or we subvert your blind fandom, and they purposely do things and they push people that they hate, or that the fans hate, to drive the anger and the fuel and the online engagements. It's awesome. It's so smart. Wow, we're heading into the end of our first hour. The most brutal hour in Checkdown history. TBT, bro. Oh, here we go, Dante. Dante, you brought the inferno, man. You brought that heat. You said, pick these guys. I'm going to grab a snack, which is totally fine and needed in most situations. Okay, Dante, hit me. DeMarco Murray, Jordan Howard, Golden Tate, Devontae Parker, Rashard Matthews, Amari Cooper, LeGarrette Blount, Martavis Bryant. I fucking love language. I love helping your team, dude. This is a full-on roster dump, and I'm here for it. Okay, so number 1, give me Tate. Give me Tate. I think he's going to work. I currently have DeMarco, Howard, Tate, Parker, Matthews. DeMarco, yes. Howard, no. Okay, so let me no all the players that you picked, and then if we don't have enough, then we'll fill in the blanks. Murray, yes. Touches, Matt Castle, lean on the run game, breakout, elite running back. Jordan Howard, the opposite of everything I just said, except for elite running back. He's very good. The Vikings defense is very good. They've shut down every running back. They gave up a touchdown to Amir Abdullah, which makes no sense, but they're real ones. And Sam Bradford's coming back. Every Viking is gonna do really well. Golden Tate's a yes. Targets are up. Most targets out of anyone in this group, and we give the opportunities to our starters. Devontae Parker, high ceiling. Obviously, the deep threat. If Matt Castle is doing Matt Castle things, game script is not going to support Devontae Parker. Game script is going to support Jay Ajayi and Jarvis Landry moving the chains, and that's dangerous. We want more looks for Devontae Parker always. Rashard Matthews, no. It's got to be a hard no with Mariota not playing. You just can't start someone with Matt Castle as their quarterback. We just can't rationalize it here. There's too many good players in the NFL to start a receiver with Matt Castle as their quarterback. There's just too many good guys on waivers. There's too many guys on your team. We just can't go for that. Amari Cooper, that's a rough one. That's a wait and see. Because of Derek Carr's back, it makes it really tough. But I don't know what to do today. Budo, what's going on, man? I'm going to get to that in 2 seconds. Rashard Matthews, I'm on the nervous about. Oh, Joey Two Tones, welcome to the show. That's a Facebook carryover, my man from last season. Rashard Matthews, not crazy about because of Matt Castle. Oh, yeah, literally perfect timing. I'm just getting to Amari Cooper. It's crazy that someone that physically gifted can struggle so much right now. He might have the wide receiver yips, honestly. It might just be in his head too much. But with no Derek Carr, I have a bold prediction. Yeah, give me, Fedora, we're coming here. Bobby Dubs, thank you for getting ahead of me. So Amari Cooper, if no Carr, no Cooper. But I do think we have to just keep starting Cooper. I don't know. We have to put him in. If we have a favorable matchup, he's our elite guy. He's very, very good. Nah, no worries. No worries. No worries. No worries. I love it. I love it. But I do have a point here, and it was that. That is it. But I do want to get Dante's new and Tom is familiar. No. But I totally understand. Tom, I don't want Dante to leave us. I want Dante to hang, be a part of the show. I want to show him some love, and then I want to go in on what's the questions that are stacking. But Amari Cooper's, it's really important that we get this, man. I'd never seen a guy so good with this many drops, but everybody has these things, and it's not a reflection of Amari Cooper is bad. He's just not getting the opportunities because Oakland isn't playing the same way. They're not always losing it at the half. Their defense isn't letting them down as much. And so I think that it works both ways. If Carr's out, no Cooper. If Carr's in, we look at the matchups. He just becomes a little bit more matchup conscious. That's the thing. The last ones are LeGarrette Blount. I would say that's a no. It's a game script thing. And Martavis Bryant is sick. So we have to wait. Exactly. Dante wants to win his league. He's out here. Martavis Bryant is sick, and that really bothers me, especially when we talk about how he got outsnapped by Smith-Schuster last week. Man, I'm super dying here. So what do we have left? Because we nixed 90% of those guys. We had to start 5 of these guys. Dante, this is a heck of a question. Start me Murray. Start me Tate. Start me Parker. So I have to start 2 running backs, and it's Murray, Howard, and Blount. Okay, so give me Murray and Blount over Howard. Vikings defense, aces. And then you don't have to wait until Monday. You don't have to deal with that stress. Not that that's like a thing. It is a thing for some people, though. Tell me if you don't like starting people on Monday night because you just want to know how your team's going to do. I feel like there's a couple of us that feel this way. All right. So the only thing I would change in what you have, DeMarco, Howard, Tate, Parker, Matthews, I would probably go Blount over Howard, and I would probably go Bryant over Matthews. I am going Bryant over Matthews, but I'm waiting because Bryant is sick. It's only 11 o'clock. Give me an hour and a half. Hang with us. Get till 12:30. And if Bryant is ruled out, then you go Matthews and you don't feel guilty about it. But it's the Jags, and there's soft spots there, and I do think that Bryant can get it done. I refuse to not believe in Martavis Bryant. He's getting deep looks. They're not connecting on the road. They're both better at home. I want Martavis Bryant in my lineup this week. Joey, thanks for hanging out, man. I hope you got other good receivers. Bold prediction for any players playing this weekend. The number one waiver ad after tomorrow. No problem, Dante. Hang out, man. We're doing Superman power rankings at 11:45, and that's real. So, bold prediction for any of the fantasy players this week. The number one waiver ad this week by percentage is going to be a guy named Corey Clements. He is from New Jersey. He went to Wisconsin. He is the Eagles' fourth running back. And with Wendell Smallwood likely out today, you're going to see Corey Clements today. And with the Eagles running the script they do, less blunt, more passing back, more balance, I think you're going to see Clements. I think you're going to see Clements a lot. I think he'll be able to have a mediocre game, just enough of a game to get put onto your fantasy radar for next week. It's not like a bold prediction in terms of production, but I don't think you knew who that was, Tony. So I think that's a pretty good one. I think I just got Fedora doing a little Google there. So I'm not sure that that's, I don't think that's not bold. I think it's pretty bold. Your boy's hurting. 11:59. Let's roll this theme song, boy. Oh, boy. I like what we're doing. I like how we started in this first hour. You're right. Corey Clement. Yeah. Do the drop. The hours don't always come easy, boys. And if I ever made it look easy, I hope today's not one of those days where it looks like that. It's not what it looks like. I swear, it's not what it looks like. Corey Clement, that's not a bad guy to look at. If you have first come, first serve waivers, I love it. I love it. We are here for hour 2, baby. So we got in the middle of this tiers before chat started to pick up. Wow! Tony Fedora got sniped. I love it. I love that. I'm so sorry, Ant. That is hilarious. I mean, they're probably talking about him on NFL Network because they're stealing my takes. Stealing my Turks. So these are the decent matchups. The last one is Cardinals-Eagles. I do think the ball is going to be in the air a lot. I think that game will be up for grabs in the fourth quarter, leading to both teams staying aggressive. The most interesting people on the field today in that game are John Brown, positive matchup, negative health, dealing with quad, at the same time, super explosive, one of the best when healthy, and that makes me excited to see if he is healthy, if he's going to be able to do anything. I want to be able to start starting this guy and cheering for him because I love his game. I hate that he can never stay healthy. And on the Eagles, I'm looking for Torrey Smith. Pro Football Focus receiver grades, Torrey Smith has graded out as one of the 5 worst receivers in all of football through 4 weeks. That's a fact. But Patrick Peterson is going to be on the other end covering Alshon. So when you take a look at that matchup, Torrey Smith's got to produce, Aguilar's got to produce, and that means that those guys are going to have to step up, play better than they have been playing, and why are we using the C word? And so I think that that's a good matchup for those players. I think you got to let those guys fly. Tier 3, pump the brakes. Check your matchups. Not 100% sure about the guys in these games. Ravens, Raiders. Got to check the Derek Carr status. Biggest impact. Ravens defense, good. Ravens offense, and that's a match. But Alex Collins is a guy worth looking at. We're going to take a look at him later in the show. But Jeremy Maclin not feeling great. Joe Flacco should never start for any fantasy team anywhere. I'm very nervous about that. I'm probably going to take the under in that game if I can get a segundo on the show here. Panthers-Lions, another pump the brakes game just because the Lions defense is real and the Panthers are down on weapons, but I would probably start Funchess as a flex. We have Cam in certain situations. Christian McCaffrey for PPR is an every week start. And then on the Lions, I'm going to start Tate, but on the other receivers, like Marvin Jones and me, I got to probably bench Marvin Jones and me and Stafford. How about, okay, Rob. Rob is a friend of the show in the chat. Rob is going to go to Alex Collins' Pro Football Reference page. He's going to look at Alex Collins' yard per carry, and then he's going to come back, and he's going to tell the chat what he found. I'll wait. We're waiting for Rob to go to Alex Collins' Pro Reference page. Okay, yeah, come on now. We're waiting for Rob to check it. Yeah, we're waiting for it. We're waiting for a yards per carry, not yards per attempt. He's not getting targets in the passing game. Totally fine. He will. That'll come. Buck Allen does that, but Buck Allen doesn't produce. Alex Collins fumbled, and that's why he got pulled. But, Rob, you ready? It's coming. It's tasty. It's a tasty number. He's not posting it because he doesn't like what he sees. He doesn't like what he sees. I know, right? I don't have drums. I should be drum rolling. I thought about the bongos. I thought about bringing the bongos on the show. I just think, audio's tough, man. Who needs it? If I didn't have to talk on the show, I'd just get cute and run the graphics. Rob, man, there's upwards of 24 people waiting for you to get this number. How about this? It's a single-digit number. I hate to temper your expectations. Everyone take a guess. Everyone take a guess while he's going. Everyone take a guess. What's Alex Collins' yards per carry this season? Come on. Come on. Everybody, just throw a number out there. It doesn't have to be a big one, but I made him go pro reference and get it. Scott, 2. Scott, if Alex Collins had 2 yards per carry, I wouldn't make him go look up the stat so I can prove him wrong. But I love that. 7.3, healthy. 4.7, very healthy. 7.8, very healthy. Rob. Roboito. He changed his name to Roboito. He thought it sounded more exotic. We could be famous like Tiger Woods and his daddy. Rob, the class is waiting. But Panthers-Lions, it's funny because the Lions have really committed. We talked about how Matt Stafford earlier in the year was like that late quarterback we could all wait on. His numbers have been terrible the past couple weeks. 8.2. 8.2 yards per carry. But if you pick up that guy, you should probably quit, right? Sure, man. 8.2, man. 8.2. Averages 8 yards every time he touches the ball. But if you have him, you're a bum, right? If you have him, you're just a bum who doesn't know anything. This is fantasy football. It's the guy you've never heard of that turns into a stud that becomes the guy that wins you the league. The dumbest name. Larry Johnson is a dumb name. He's a league winner. Alfredo, I got you. You crushed that. Price is Right rules. Come on down. Points for your boy. Points for your boy, Rob. 8.2. Yeesh. Yeesh. That's a fat number, man. 25 carries, 8 yards. If you give somebody 25 carries and they get 8 yards a carry, that's a lot of yards, man. It's not nothing. That's not nothing. I got guys starting Isaiah Crowell, averaging 3 and change. He got game planned out. They got whooped in London. He still had 9 carries. Imagine if they had a positive game script. What that could have been. Listen, the Raiders are not the best defense in the league. That's a sneaky streaming play, dog. All right, so it's crazy how the Lions have committed to the run, and Amir Abdullah is coming down. Stupid Schefter. Schefter just pushed an ad to 1 million people. I hate him. I hate him so much. I wonder how much he cashed on that. I hate that so much. A Duncan ad. And Duncan is Barstool's #1 squeeze. Like, I don't need to hear more about Duncan from people I don't even necessarily want to follow them on Twitter. The information is good. And sometimes the video content is good. All right. Panthers, Lions. So Abdullah is a start here. It's weird. It's weird how much they're committed to the run, but Abdullah is getting consistent touches, and we are not seeing that with every NFL back. If you got a guy that's getting the ball 15 to 20 times a game, it is way too valuable to skirt on. Skirt. Chiefs, Texans, another game where I'll pump the brakes on a lot of our guys, especially Deshaun Watson. I really want to start DeAndre Hopkins, but Marcus Peters makes me nervous, man. That's one of the best cover corners in the game, and DeAndre Hopkins is a guy that gets force-fed the ball even when he isn't open. I do think that for the Chiefs, oh, we never did Wentz or Palmer. That's amazing. Sorry, bud. I did bold prediction for this weekend. I got so caught up with Corey Clement, and I never went back to Budo's Palmer. It's Palmer. Okay, so here you go, Dante. I got you. Dante, there's a very specific way to do this. You are going to cook the bacon in the pan. Cook the bacon in the pan, right? Do not drain the pan, right? Take your bacon out and then fry up your eggs in your bacon render. That's the only way to do it. And then if you want to combine them on your fork, that seems like a you thing. But bacon in the pan, always knock that out first and then cook with the render. Thank me later. That's how you really do it. Be resourceful. Be smart. Be fed. Get delicious. That's the slogan for the restaurant I don't have. Alex Smith or Palmer. So, it was Alex Smith or Palmer. That's why. It wasn't Wentz and Palmer are playing each other. Alex Smith actually has an ankle injury. Alex Smith's dealing with an ankle injury, which for a guy that needs to run the way he does, no thanks. And Rob, by the way, week 2, we watched a full 3-minute scrambled egg video. We watched Gordon Ramsay make... You want to watch it again? Let me know in the chat if you guys want to watch the Gordon Ramsay scrambled eggs video again, and we will go to it and watch it right now because it is awesome. That dude makes eggs different than anybody you've ever seen, and once you try it, you'll never make eggs the same way. The eggs you're eating are probably bum eggs compared to these eggs. Let me know if you want to watch this video. Oh, Fedora's in. One more, yes, and we'll go over there. Chiefs, yes. 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 All right, and then we'll get back to Vikings-Bears. All right. I love it. Let's cue it up here. Donnie. Don's up. Wow, Don's up before noon, guys. Don's up before noon. Call the cops. I am saying Palmer over Smith. Volume and Fitzgerald, baby. Fitzgerald's out here. Unless that's another Don, which I don't know. All right, here we go. So this is me. This is you. Don called. Don called me. They're perfect. All right. Gordon Ramsay's the man. Look at this.
To serve a scrambled egg, flat cap mushrooms. Just keep them whole.
Mushrooms, whatever. Tomatoes, whatever. Not even that cool.
Vine tomatoes. Best way of roasting these.
He doesn't even take them off the vine. He didn't take them off the vine. He's a savage.
Just let those mushrooms and tomatoes sit there in the pan on a low heat, and they'll cook themselves.
I want to full screen it, but I also want to be able to see the chat.
Having scrambled egg on toast and having soggy toast. Is a sourdough bread, and the reason why we're going to use it for scrambled egg is because
I'm skipping a minute.
It's got a lovely flavour to it. But be quite generous when you.
He burns it the first time.
Really important. Put the butter
Okay,
right
so here's what he does. Fat butter.
It starts giving a really nice velvety finish.
You got to start with fat butter. That's you're gonna use more butter than you've ever used making eggs. Here's the thing. Watch what he does.
Whisk it in the pan, because when you start sort of whisking beforehand, you're breaking it all down. You've got to break it down in the pan. But the secret behind the scrambled egg is to start it on a nice sort of generous heat. Take it off the heat. Go back to the heat. Take it off the heat. And treat it like a risotto. You can't stop stirring. It's live. You've got to really work at it. Now, it's starting to come together. It's starting to go a little bit thick. I come back off the heat and just let it work.
Let it work. You take it off the heat and you let it work. This is the key. You put it on the heat and then it starts to like form. You'll see it start to like bubble. It's like making whipped cream where it's like watery for the first 10 minutes and then it just explodes.
Off the heat. Damn, I'm going to set the fire alarms off. That'll wake up the missus. Okay, here we go. Put that back in. So, on and off the heat.
I love it. Look, it's starting to come together. It's starting to lump, right? You're just scraping it. You're just scraping it.
Continue cooking.
Look at that.
Go back on the stove, because it's actually continuing cooking because
the heat.
Is in there.
Bang, science.
So look, if I have to leave
It's just
that
science, bruh.
But it's not going to overcook because I'm going to put half a tablespoon of creme fraiche.
I don't do this part. You don't need to do this part. I'm okay with overcooking it a little bit because right now he's getting a little. They're super soft.
A little bit of salt.
Gotta have the salt
A
though.
little bit of pepper. Just to finish that, I'm just going to put
I cook these a little more than what he's going because those look a little runny.
the whole flavour of the scrambled egg and just makes it a little bit more sexy.
If you do this on your eggs, you're a loser. It's just eggs, Gordon. If you do this on your eggs, you are a loser.
I like putting chives in there and just fold those chives in. There we are. The perfect scrambled egg.
If you chop up chives to drop in your eggs,
Ready to go. On.
I don't want to be your friend. Mushrooms and tomato.
The vine tomatoes, that's why we leave them on the vine, you see, because you just pick them out of the pan like that.
He just picks them up. It's gross.
I'm just going to drizzle our sourdough bread with a little bit of olive oil in there. And then just pour your scrambled eggs over the sourdough bread.
Look at what it comes out so creamy. It's insane.
I mean, the most amazing way of waking up the missus on a Saturday, Sunday morning. So if you want to be a good boy, run upstairs now.
I never had tomatoes like that either. Back to the main. Let's go. Wow, that's crazy. It looks like mashed potatoes. It really does. It really does look like mashed potatoes, and it really is insanely delicious. What's going on, Lewis? Thanks for stopping by. We were talking about Alshon Jeffrey earlier in the show. Patrick Peterson has been locking receivers down this year, and that's the matchup that he draws. And I think that is obviously negatively impacts him. But I would just stay away. If I can get another guy in there, I will. I'm so glad I just got to share that video with you. I'm trying to tell Anthony yes, and what's happening is I'm messing up my screens. Yeah, what are you doing chopping up herbs on my eggs? Like, first of all, Gordon Ramsay, it's so British. Like, giant mushrooms next to my eggs. Like, dog, just let me eat my eggs, dog. Tomatoes on the vine, just like puts them in olive oil. Like, I'm just trying to eat eggs and watch The Price is Right, dog. I never get to make eggs. I always got to go to work. Dante, you cannot say you don't learn things watching the Checkdown. Fantasy, otherwise. We are so out here. And that was one of the best segments we've ever done. Let's just let videos fire away. God, I wish I had more Comic-Con footage for you guys. I went to Comic-Con on Thursday. If you don't know, it's a New York comic convention. It's like the biggest thing. Javits Center packed. Nerds. And we just talked about fantasy football with people who dressed up in funny costumes. I thought there would be more crossover, honestly. I thought there would be more people at Comic-Con that knew what football was. Not at all. Not at all. Hey, Aaron, what's up? Comic-Con was lit yesterday. Man, I didn't get any snaps from you. But yes, Comic-Con was insane, and I thought I just thought there'd be a little bit more crossover, a little bit more potential to talk to people about football, but there wasn't, but that's okay. So what happened was we just tried to cram as many power rankings as we could into one visit. We did space alien movies with the Mars Attacks characters. We did top 5 fish with Aquaman. We did top 5 Star Wars movies, obviously, with some stuff. We made some characters dance. Really good stuff, man. It's a really good video that it's going to take me probably too long to put together, but it's gonna be really fun. It's a lot of footage, man. I wish I could just drop you guys a clip. There was some stupid stuff going on. So no Alshon Jeffrey Lewis, but let me get your other receivers so we can let's figure this out. Lewis, if you got other receivers that you aren't on the fence about, or we gotta plug in someone for Alshon, I'm here for that. My city needs me, so I'm grinding for that. What's up with Let's Make a Deal Before the Price is Right? Talking about funny costumes. Lewis, we did top game shows last week. Price is Right is number 1. And Let's Make a Deal, I never understood. I honestly still don't know how that game works. Do you, like, ask things? You don't have to know anything to win on Let's Make a Deal. You just, like, choose stuff. It's like trick-or-treating as a game show. You just dress, and then you pick a door. It's trick-or-treating. But Wayne Brady's good. My city said they needed me. City said needed me, so I'm grinding for that. Jazzo! Ba. No snaps yesterday. Thanks, man. Wasn't a wedding. Whatever. I don't know those people. Yeah, Armo, here we go, man. PPR, pick 2. McKinnon, Stewart, Mixon. Give me McKinnon and Mixon. That's easy. PPR, McKinnon, Mixon. McKinnon, the health makes me a little nervous, but I think Murray makes me more nervous, because here's the thing. Murray's the signed guy, but there's no stud there. We're starting from square one now that Dalvin Cook is gone. So what? Yo, Shane, what's going on, man? Welcome, man. Welcome, man. We don't know how that's going to break out, but I think McKinnon's the more versatile guy. So unless Murray comes through and dominates his first series of touches, McKinnon's going to get some work. And I do think that the Bills defense is stout, but Mixon will get the work. The touches are there. They'll drive. Hopefully he'll get some sort of short yardage work. God, I can't stand Joe Mixon right now, man. It's name the player you're most frustrated by. Mine is Joe Mixon, 100%. But just tell me who's on your mind. Like, every week, these guys are killing me. I think because of the PPR, McKinnon and Mixon make it better. All right, Keith. Bryant, Cobb, Crabtree, full point PPR. I actually think Randall Cobb's going to have a sizable game today. I think Des Bryant and Randall Cobb are the picks today. Even if Carr comes back, I think Bryant and Cobb are the picks today. That's how confident I am in Bryant and Cobb. Your receivers are stacked, man. Good luck this week. Thanks for an easy question. Honestly, it feels good sometimes to just drive by the defender and just lay it in for 2, man. I don't have to do hezzy pull-up Jimbos on every possession. It's a game of luck, baby. Speaking of luck, yuck. That's a good headline, man. We may not see him this year. Here's the thing about Andrew Luck. He said, when I'm healthy, I'm playing, which is kind of crazy because you're going to get in this. Oh, Pryor. Pryor is the most frustrating. Cooks is the most frustrating, dude. Unbelievable. So brutal, man. Lewis, I'm going to get to that. McKinnon be calm, but Mr. Cohen's dime, I like that. So Andrew Luck said he's going to play when he's healthy. He said, if I'm healthy, I'm getting in there. So it really makes you wonder what his timetable is. I didn't think we would see him in October, so I'm still kind of on pace with that prediction. Yeah. So the thing is, Brissett's been okay. What's really interesting is if they're chasing a wild card spot, because in the AFC last year, you needed like 10 wins to be wild card relevant. But if 8's going to get you there and the Colts can go on a run, man, that'd be unbelievable. These frustrating players are so true. I wouldn't start Lynch. Shane, Lynch had a really good game his first week. The touches way down the last 2 weeks. Hey, Leslie, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. I got to track back 1 second. I am missing one. Oh, Tom, nobody in the chat got that reference. That's okay. That's okay, man. I wish I had like a thumbs up for comments. I really don't. I just get to yell. I just be like, yeah. All right, we're good up to here. We're good up to here. Landry or Garcon in half-point PPR. I think Landry's going to get more catches. Garcon has a much better chance of getting in the end zone. I love Garcon this week. I might take him in our play draft later on today. So give me Garcon. I like that. Why isn't Kaepernick starting for the Titans today? Because Tennessee is that kind of state, and I think you can do the rest of the math on that. My starters: Alex Smith, Keenan Allen, T.Y. Hilton, Todd Gurley, Lev Bell, Cameron Brate, Superflex Rivers, flex between Jeffrey, Wayne Gallman, Aaron Jones, Sterling Shepard. I think if you had to start one of those guys, Lewis, Sterling Shepard has the highest upside. I really like Gallman, man, but I just don't know what's going to happen there. And the Giants missing their center, I don't think it bodes well for their consistency, but I think it makes them explosive. And that's where Shepard gets the edge there. So give me Shepard. Raiders running back Marshawn Lynch was embarrassed after his recent play, so he requested a private meeting with offensive lineman Mike Tice and got a homework. Well, yeah, but if he's only catching the ball 9 times, both times, man, that's unbelievable. Yo. Let's keep it moving. We want some stuff. Yeah, so that's why Kaepernick's not starting. Shepard is the super flex. Brandon Cooks, man, unbelievable. Unless you're talking about Jarrett Cook, and then that's totally fine too. Don't start Lynch. We just did that. Des Bryant might be overrated, but he's really good, so get out of there. Will Bolts be Giant medicine? Honestly, Leslie, I hope so, but the Giants' injuries are cause for concern. It's going to be very close at the ending. Oh, Anthony, that's like bannable shit, man. Sorry for my French, but you can't just go doing that. This is a very open discussion for everybody. You just did that thing that makes people not want to come watch these shows and participate because you do the thing. Yeah, it's Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks makes me miserable, dude. I called him the #1 overhyped player going into the season on Fantasy Sports Radio on Sirius XM, and I got laughed out of the show and never invited back because his boom or bust, every time I say I told you so on Brandon Cooks, he humbles me with 4 touchdowns, and then I have to eat shit. So French, sorry. I need a swear jar. I can't control myself. You know, you wake up 10 minutes late for one show and you forget all your moral guidances. Tony, you're ridiculous. I can't believe you did that. Is a good stream for either GB backer. Yeah. Gotta rank Shane McMahon bumps. Yes. We got Superman's power rankings coming up. They're pretty divisive. Burns told me he would never listen to the show again. I told him my power rankings last night, and he didn't like them. When are we ranking Febreze scents? I got that 2 times odor eliminator. That's me in. Oh, Armel, I like that. I need a bleep guy. I need a chat ban guy. I need a go to Twitter and tell people the show is on guy. So I like really do need an AP, but I like you in the chat too. Like I'd rather you have a character on the show than behind the scenes guy. Car outside? What's up? My neighbor's getting home. That's a little walk of shame action. It's 11:30, dog. Second overall. Interesting. That is a joke. So back to wrestling real quick. Shane McMahon might die tonight. Oh, not okay. Fuller or Witten. I get 5 seconds in. This guy Shane just does all this amazing stuff, and it's Hell in a Cell. Everyone knows this dude's gonna do something ridiculous, and then you hear that they pre-recorded something with possibly a stunt double. I'm not really up for seeing death, but Hell in a Cell, and I hear about like a guy's gonna take a big spot. That's the kind of stuff that brings me to wrestling. The ridiculous, gratuitous violence. Football and wrestling. What's the common bond? Oh, Jon Snow White, great was she? No, she's just chilling. She's at her man's. Wow. I had Alex Smith and Jarvis Landry, and now I have Palmer and Garcon in. All right, so let's save that. We're saving it. We're saving it in the notes. Saving it in the notes. So right now we've saved Russell Wilson over Deshaun. That's what we saved today. Shane Fuller over Witten. That's easy. Witten is toast. I'm done with Jason Witten. Just go to the Hall of Fame already. Gosh. Alex Smith, because he had a good week 1, and now we're known that's more about the Giants defense than the Cowboys game plan. Now we know that. Okay, so it's Martavis Bryant, who is sick, is working out hard right now. Wendell Smallwood is out. Told you. Okay, it's Alex Smith. No, it's not. It's Palmer and Garcon. Over. I'm here. Over Alex Smith and Landry. Landry Jones, right? 11:30, boys. Let's go. We're officially half checkdown for week 5. We didn't even get finished with our stupid game. Okay, here's the thing about the baseball playoffs. The number 1 series, better than the World Series, is going to be Astros-Indians. So evaluate that. Evaluate how they get there. What were my notes for last week? Oh, the notes from last week. Oh. I think I have them in here. I know I saved some. Did I? Show starts soon. Okay, it was Mixon versus Pirine. That was a wash. Rivers or Simeon. I think it's like a difference of a couple of points. They're all super close. And then McCaffrey over Henry, and McCaffrey was killing it. Eggs. Dante. Eat them eggs, baby. Oh, wow. Galen Rupp, dude. That's awesome. I'm telling my colleagues. Oh, I'm plugging the show. Because we try to get as many people in here before we do. Yeah, that's the best. I love. See, that's the perfect hot take. That's like so PFT, like Barstool, like one of the first Chicago marathons since 2002. Win the New York Marathon, and then we'll talk. All right, go to Boston, and then we'll talk. I love that. Galen Rupp. He can really scoot, though. That dude can scoot. I hope he wins the Olympic marathon. That's the real one. That's the Olympics, man. Okay, so we did my show notes. The Yankees are going to be so sick next season. Yeah, Indians, Astros, we did that. Yankees are cooked today. Don't even worry about it. Fuller over Witten, too easy. Diner orders. Okay, so you really got to look around when you're at a diner and see what everybody's got. If you go to a diner and you get a dinner special, you're a punk. You want to get diner food at the diner, right? Keep it simple, right? Breakfast, sandwiches, maybe a chicken dish. But you don't want anything that's going to take any actual culinary skill. You don't want to overwhelm the kitchen. And there's two reasons. One, that guy hates his job. That guy's a diner chef. Things are not on trajectory, okay? Number two, usually banged. Super busy, keep it simple, right? If the diner's packed, your burger's going to be well done no matter what you tell the waitress. Just accept it and keep it rolling. Gyro. Every diner has it. Every diner has it, bruh. To her favorite diner. Oh, Reuben's, dude. Reuben's. We might have to do top 5 name sandwiches. Like one name sandwich. Like Cuban, Reuben. I think cheesesteak counts in there. Like one word. Gyro counts. One word, and that's a sandwich. Everybody knows exactly what's on it. I told you we started with food the first 2 weeks. We can't just do food power rankings every week. Is a quesadilla a sandwich? Let me know in the comments. Oh, I'm looking at these eggs. Is a quesadilla a sandwich? I'm not sold on that. That's pretty provocative. Dante, if you sent me something savage, if you're going to get me banned right now, I should have checked this link before I put it on for everybody. Oh, yeah. My man. The execution is flawless. So good. I'm very proud of you. That was pretty fast, too. Well, check me down. Yeah, it's stuff in between bread, I guess. It's not even really in between. It's folded into. A quesadilla is closer to a calzone. Yeah, the bacon looks really good. Yeah, the mashed potato-ness comes from the creme fraiche mostly because it just breaks it down into more of like a mush. Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for popping in. Carson went down with season-ending injury, picked up Elijah Berguire before week 1. Yo, number 1 name today, Corey Clement. He's in for Wendell Smallwood. Just there aren't many solid running backs that are getting good touch share sitting around on free agents. Oh, no chives. I didn't even notice that. Hype. Bacon, eggs, no chives. He put that salt pepper there. Perfect. That's so grammable, man. I'm really proud of you. I'm proud of everyone today. Kyle, man, why do you keep trying to get banned from the chat, man? I like you so much. Like, why are you doing this? Alex Collins is my new boo, but if you listen to podcasts and like are about this fantasy lifestyle, you probably know about Alex Collins because people don't just average 8 yards a carry and then not get picked up by fantasy teams, dog. Like, you're sleeping on a guy that mafia addict. If you're not plugging freemium games, you're not really grinding. Every week, dude. Every week he's out here. Dude, I am so hungry. Yeah, that picture of eggs was absolutely devastating. I usually eat a sandwich before the show starts. It's brutal. Actually, I'm going to take a 30-minute show break, and I'm going to go run and get a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, and then we'll come back and we'll finish the show. Just kidding. I'm hurting, man. It's just the way we do it. Yeah, Mafia Addict knows we're in Jersey, and that's why they come after us. We dripped. So let's reset a little bit. Man, I want a gyro now. Gosh darn it. I love you guys. Let's go back to the games today. So we just about finished with tier 3. And the last one's Vikings-Bears. The Vikings defense is very good, but I do think Trubisky, if you have a 2-quarterback league, that dude should probably get picked up because he likes to throw downfield. I've also picked up Kendall Wright because of the same thing. Because if Trubisky's going to get aggressive, somebody's going to be the recipient, and he's the best receiver. The last tier is not great, Bob. Not great, Bob. I spilled. I drip water on myself. That's okay. But when you wake up late, mistakes happen. Boy, was today a panic attack kind of day. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord. Titans, Dolphins. These right now are 2 teams playing worse than just about anybody else in football. The Dolphins are coming back from getting shut out in London. How do you think that feels? Not great, Bob. Not great, Bob. They're going to struggle. They're going to struggle if the Titans don't step up their game, though. Their season is over. And with Matt Castle at starting quarterback, the Dolphins have a great, great opportunity to win this, their first real home game of the season. They were supposed to have a week 1 home game, canceled. Next games are on the road in London. I'm going to start Ajayi. I'm going to start my Titans running backs, and that's probably most likely it. Landry's going to get touches, but I'm weary on Parker. The whole thing makes me nervous. And Bills-Bengals. The Bills have been a fantasy disappointment for the whole season. Sean McCoy's getting touches, but they're just not finishing. They're just not driving. Their big plays have gone to Charles Clay. Their receivers aren't there. Zay Jones was a bust. He's a late round, but Zay Jones is a bust. And the Bengals have a pretty good pass defense. And then they got Burfict back to support the run game. So McCoy's in trouble. Bills defense is playing real. And, you know, the Bills, they got outplayed in their last 2 games, right? Everyone's high on the Bills. The Bills beat Denver at home. They just won at Atlanta. And that's totally fine. But they got outplayed and statistically beaten in both games. But they won the turnover battle. They had more turnovers than the other team. And they won by 1 possession in both scenarios. So it's a little fluky. Andy Dalton loves to turn the ball over. So the Bills defense should have a really strong day. I'm predicting 2 turnovers. But not a great fantasy day. These are your tiers, by the way. I present them to you. Let it fly. Pump the brakes. Dece matchup. Not great, Bob. This gives us a great chance to look at the whole slate and parse it out by where the opportunities can be had. So we're going to be doing this every week just as something to come back to, take a look. Instead of posting up on the schedule, which I don't really understand, we're going to post up here. Yeah, Robert Woods is decent. I get some rucks and stuff. That's totally fine. As long as I get more Schmitty than anything, Dante. And I guess that's fine too. I just want to be the Checkdown, man. I just want to be me. My city needs me, so I'm grinding for that. My hair is insane. Last night, a coworker said, Rick, how much could I pay you to shave your head? I said, dude, do it now. Do it now. Do it now. At least I'm hitting 6 foot when I step on the court later. The court meaning my mattress. That's the court. The court of sleepies. All right, boys. What do you say? Superman power rankings? I think it's time about that time. Where's the chat at? I like this one. I like this one because it's totally non-debatable. It's the real answer, and I can get behind the truth always. And we got 1 hour left. We're gonna do our play draft. I gotta go get my charger cord though. God, it's so gross how unprepared I was. I hope my boss isn't watching, but I always thank Heavy.com for supporting us and letting us do the check down and letting us go live every week. It's really fun. I had the show open. Give me a Shady McCoy prediction. 78 yards rushing, 35 yards receiving, and a receiving touchdown. And I hope he gets into the end zone, but he's not gonna break out on the ground, and they're not gonna. That game's not gonna be a blowout by any means on either side of the scoreboard. So temper him. He's elite, Budo. So you don't even think about benching him. You just ride with it. Yeah, exactly. You just gotta take it, man. You just gotta take it. It's unbelievable. Over 100 total. That's a thing. Oh, let's save that. That's a good prediction. Myles Garrett active. I love that. I'll lock that. He drank water. Sugar water. Shady over 100 total yards. Doable. All right. Let's plug the power rankings on the Twitter at the Rick Rosen. Man, I am not good at tweeting and talking. My team in the Rock League. Yeah, dude, my footprint is on that thing, man. I love it. Because we're at the top of the standings. It would be different, Tom, if we were 1-3, right? And this was like we need this week, but we're in a very good position. I feel very good. I feel very good with where you are. Both of the standings and as your team. I really think we made your team better. Neighbor? There's a guy outside. I think I'm getting arrested. You should have another whiteboard behind you with your one bold prediction, how well you did, or discuss. High five you or laugh. Okay, well, how about this? Everybody high five me right now. I'm here for the high fives. I demand a high five from you. Bang. Oh, Don did say he called the cops. Fudge. Always knew I'd be swatted by my boys. If you don't get swatted, it's not real love. Yeah. I love this show. I love it. I'm trying to tweet. Oh, man. Woo, it's hard. I heard Mole was undercover, and that's okay. Give me my tweet. You know what else I wanted to do? Wedding songs, because I was at a beautiful wedding this weekend. And give me your favorite song to dance to at a wedding. Oh, thank you, Aunt. I appreciate that. What's your favorite song to dance to at a wedding? Because I have mine, but I don't think it's going to be the same as yours. Nobody better say Electric Slide, because Electric Slide is garbage. So there's that. Despacito. God damn it, Scott. I don't know which weddings. That's a pretty modern wedding. I love that. I mean, Despacito bangs, obviously. I went to a wedding the other day, 2 days ago, and there was not one song that played before. Not one song before like 2004 played. The newest song at the wedding was Just Dance. Gaga. Where are my keys? I lost my phone. Ow, 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 ow. Electric Slide is ass, yo. I can't stop swearing. Oh my God, I'm potty mouth. This is supposed to be a family show. I'm supposed to have familials watch the show, and it makes it tough because I can't rein it in because I'm not mature. I'm not mature. I'm not mature. Did you guys pick up on that yet? I'm not mature. Got it. Am I the only one? Am I the only one? Am I the only one? Yes. Yes. Most of the weddings I've been to are like Irish. And that's where you get Monet Monet, you get Come On Eileen, you get Shout. This dude is running the same playbook at every wedding. It is the same. Cotton Eye Joe, garbage. I need a song the old people can dance to. I need to get the greatest age range out on the dance floor. That's why Electric Slide works, because it's slow and old people can. Scotty actually does know. Oh, can't help falling in love with you. Slaps. I love Sinatra at weddings, but Come On Eileen, just, man, it's moves like Jagger. I get money. I get money. I get married. I get married. I get 50. Shout. Shout is amazing. I wish there was a way we could make the chat get a little bit softer now. A little bit softer now. A little bit softer now. And then make the chat get a little bit louder now. A little bit loud. A man can dream. A man can dream. Oh, Candy Shop. I love how off the rails this got. I get money. I mean, everyone knows the best 50 Cent song is Wanksta because it's the first. First is the best. You go to the dealership, but you never cop none. You been hustling a long time. You ain't got none. I got the windows open. There's no sunshine today. This was like our production nightmare. Let's just bust these, man. Let's just bust these out. Jump around is good. Criminal. Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't married. Should I start John Brown or Larry? This is a window shopper. Really good. Really good. It gets the people going. Yeah, give me In Paris. Ball so hard, motherfuckers get married. I just cursed again. I'm so sorry to the children of the show. I also heard Eminem just finished a new album. That's crazy, and I'm very much looking forward to it. And I wonder where it's going to fall on that, like, love the way you lie. At one end of the spectrum, it's 3 a.m. in the morning, bodies all over the floor, and end of the spectrum. Those are two different end of spectrums. Akon locked up. Best man speech. You can put the blame on me. I love all the songs that are getting played at the official wedding of the Checkdown. So good. Eminem finished a new album. I wonder what kind of features he's gonna have on it. I just wonder what he's gonna do there. It's crazy. That is a little crazy. He does whatever he wants. Exactly. The Eminem that murders people, that talks about murdering people, is gone. But you know what we do have? Eminem's daughter. That's perhaps his greatest gift to all of us. That is an awful thing to say, but I'm checking it down. It's live, and I woke up late. Look how shiny we are, dude. Woefully prepared today. Yes, he did. Seriously. Let's have a moment of silence for the Eminem people used to protest. Moment of silence. This is for the Eminem that caused people to actively protest the Grammys with signs about hate speech. Wow. Moment of silence. Almost fell asleep. We're out here. MGK's Woat. Everybody name the Woat rapper. What's the rapper you hate the most? Put your Woat rapper in the chat box. That is what we're doing. Thank you, Yo-Yo, just immediately. Give me your Woat rappers. Give me your Woat rappers. I want to hear them. I want to see them. 21 Savage. Woat. Oh, we got a double 21 Savage. We got 42 Savage in the chat. Oh, Existencion. I mean, absolutely. Complete scumbag. I love how we're naming all new rappers. I love that. I'm trying to think of an older rapper that is actually Woat. What? Rob's getting the mute button. Rob's getting the timeout. I'm just kidding. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I can't put you in timeout. Future. I really don't like Future, but I love Mask Off. Katy Perry sucks. Totally fair. I love Yo-Yo. He is not serious, but I love that. I love that. Oh, Iggy Azalea. Woat. Iggy Azalea as Woat rapper. Woat rapper power rankings is coming together really nicely here, you guys. We got a really nice setup here. Migos, Woat. Cardi B, not Woat. Cardi B, not Woat. Lil B, Woat. Lil B, Woat. I like how we're coming around here. Catch Me Outside Girl. Yeah, Catch Me Outside Girl's Woat Humans. Kevin Durant. Kobe. Kobe's a Woat rapper. Shaq. Woat rapper. Good on freestyles, though. Tell me how my beep tastes. Whatever happened to that guy that sang on Lupe Fiasco's Superstar? Did we think he was going to be a big deal? What? Nobody ever asks what Matt Santos is up to. He didn't just sing on Superstar. There was the other one. He sang on 2 Lupe Fiasco hit songs, and I can only remember one of them. So, if we were going to do Woat rappers, give me 42 Savage. Kodak Black is awful. Migos. Future that isn't Mask Off, but also Katy Perry is number 2. I'm sure Katy Perry at one point has tried to rap. XXXTentacion, I hardly even consider it a rapper. He sucks. Tyler Creator's funny. Tyler Creator's trash, but he's funny. And that song Goblins is good. No, Fedora. No, we're up, man. We're up, man. Future's kind of dope, but he's not 100% dope. Anthony. The show starts at 10. The Checkdown runs 10 to 1. I woke up at 10:05. There is nothing with me here. We grabbed a jug. We put makeup on here, but not here. That's why we're shiny. There's no coffee. There's no sandwich. There's no rest. There's no tweets. There's no ticker. There's just love and Checkdown. Any rapper under the age of 25, trash. Fair. I love that take. What weren't you with in the beginning? Oh, Future? Yeah, Future. Mask Off is dope. I just don't like mumble rap. I love it, Ant. I think you're good, man. I'm going to survive. I got an hour, dude. I got an hour. And then I'm going to go so hard. I'm going to break the deli, dude. Any rapper from Texas is bad. That's kind of a fuego take, dude. Besides Bun B. Paul Wall's from Houston? You don't like Paul Wall, dude? You don't like Paul Wall? You don't like Paul Wall? Someone is from Houston. Beyonce. Oh, Scarface. Oh, no. Oh, Tanner, you walked into a world of trouble here, man. How are you going to backpedal out of this situation, Brazil? Slim Thug. Slim Thug also balls out. That's who I was thinking of. Oh, man. Mike Jones. Who? Lil Wayne. Whoa. Nope. Lil Wayne's Whoa. Not Texas. Whoa. Fuck. Oh, my God. Cursing. Hiccups again. Hiccups for the last hour, boys. That's Kanye. That's going to cause us some problems. You can't just go playing Kanye. You can only play. There's one show there's one thing we play on the show. First of all, if you heard that Kanye noise and you know what song that was, name it in the chat. And if you're right, I'm going to Venmo you a dollar because we're boys. This is the song we need. We got 1 hour left. Get out of your chair, do a lap. Oh, baby. It's not university. You're wrong. It's not university, and you're wrong. And it's not school spirit either, so you're wrong. Either if you think that you're actually doing school spirit, you're wrong. I know exactly what song it was. So there were features on it. Does that help? Oh, Chameleonaire. Yeah. That's another really good one. Top 5 ways to get rid of hiccups. Ways to get rid of hiccups power rankings. I'll see you next week. Jeebs. No, it's not yawns. I'm trying to get rid of the hiccups. Come on now. You don't get $1 for just naming the wrong song. Also, I don't think that there's a Kanye song called University. Yo, what's up, man? That's quality content. Hashtag content. Ooh, drink your water while tilting your head downwards. I love that. Like this. That's a weird... I've never heard that. The song is We Major. There you go. God damn it. Yeah, okay. You nailed it after the 9 tries and nobody else got in. Dante, that works really well. What? You could have gotten the water into your mouth first. And then you swallow it. Well, isn't that provocative? Let's try that. You like feel it doing something. It's weird. I recommend that to everybody. So you make me look back in the chat. You asked for the dollar. You didn't say we major. You just said university. There's no we major here. You dingus. I wish I could just play that right now. I don't know if you guys noticed. I haven't hiccuped in a minute. I'm about to ship Dante some medical. What's my copay, dog? That's insane. That worked so ridiculously fast. There's sirens outside. So, did Don call the cops? Because there's cops. Imagine if I got swatted on the Checkdown. Like, it's not even a big show. There's 20 people watching. Like, how would we even do that? People gonna people. Yeah, I mean, that really helped, man. That's unbelievable. On the way, fam. Thank you, Don. I know you're still here. All right. Superman. So I went to Comic-Con. I saw a lot of superheroes. And something I noticed about superheroes is they're becoming increasingly modern. If you look at the Defenders, like the Marvel show on Netflix, they're just regular guys and a girl. They look super normal. And they're doing the same thing with like Justice League. With like obviously Gal Gadot's gorgeous, but Wonder Woman's just a lady. She doesn't walk around in her outfit all day. She walks around in real clothes. Bruce Wayne, he's human, he's flawed. Superman was never like that. Superman has way, way, way too many powers. Always. It's amazing Superman ever struggles with anything ever. The best part is Superman's just a regular dude. He just happens to get his power from our sun. So it's a little bit of relation, a little bit of identity, and like I'm literally making sure that's a cop. It's not a cop. It's not a cop, but I was so nervous. Don, man, why you gotta do that? Yo-Yo's name is Bruce Wayne. That's amazing. That is insanely amazing. Superman's got way too many powers. You need 2 powers on this list. So everybody's going to pick 2 powers on this list, and they'll have an actual superhero. Superman's an all-star team on himself. It's not fair. It was designed by a 4-year-old. We've all been over this. But there are definitive ranks to these powers, and we're going to go through them first. Right now. The number 5 Superman power is X-ray vision. If you're going to get into something, know what you're getting into, right? If you got to get into a building, why not know what's on the other side? You see me put X-ray vision as number 5 and you think Rick's a perv. No. Rick doesn't want to get shot. Rick doesn't want to get run up on. Rick doesn't want to get set up. Rick doesn't want to be involved in a sting operation. And X-ray vision subverts all of that. You need X-ray vision. It's a baseline skill that you don't think you need, but is it's much more practical than like heat vision. The Giants have listed Darkwa as a starter. What's up, Lewis? I do think McKissick will have a good game. I think that Pete Carroll is in a full hot hands mode, which is really dangerous for us. But I think that Rawls is banged up and Lacey's just not productive. So when you get to that, McKissick is that dude. He's got good burst. He can catch passes. And like good game is, I mean, we're talking about a guy that's like legitimately a 5th running back. So I'm not sure what good game is. Will he finish I think he'll finish as a top 20 running back. Is that crazy? He could sneak in. The Rams have given up a ton of points. If it's PPR, no. Non-PPR, I would go McKissick over Shepard because of touchdowns. Oh, man. We are actually living here. So look at this tweet. Dolphins. Oh, so it's PPR. So I think you're totally fine with Sheps. I think he's going to get looks. I miss all the Bama running back days. Hold on. We're kind of getting off track here. Dolphins favored by 1 at home versus Matt Castle, who is, that doesn't look good. 10-25 in his last. So Matt Castle, 10-25 in his last 35 starts. Jay Cutler, 15-31 in his last 46 starts. 1 point spread. I say you tease it. I say you just tease it. Ugh, wide receiver debate. Oh, what's going on, Adams? Oh, I really miss Trent Richardson. I rooted for that guy so hard when he got traded to the Colts. Like, I just want him to do good. Wide receiver debate. Maclin, Bryant, or Jerron Brown. So, there's one thing sticking out for each of these guys. For Maclin, it's injury. He's got a hand thing, I believe. Game time decision. Also, Ravens' production has been super questionable. I'm not going to start Jeremy Maclin today. Not a good matchup. Positive game script, not a good matchup. Martavis Bryant, sick all weekend. Worked out today. He's totally fine. I like him. Juju Smith-Schuster is the one that has made me nervous because he is getting he's out snapping at some point. He's out snapping Bryant. Bryant's sick, but Bryant is getting his deep looks. Listen to me. Marty Bryant only needs to catch 1 pass per game for fantasy relevance. He's a freak athletically. Yo, that is awesome. Tap that. That is awesome, Yo. He was a top 10 receiver. Bryant's drops and Jalen Ramsey are what make me nervous. But he's not going to draw Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey's going to play safety, but Martavis Bryant's drops have been fine, but it's Roethlisberger at home, which is always a boost. Out of the 3, I think they all have their merits. Jerron Brown, not as much big play, but he's definitely factors in, especially if it's PPR. But I think Martavis Bryant's your best option. I'm going to save this one. This is a matchup I'm going to save because I think it's very interesting. Martavis Bryant, man, we all thought we were so sneaky getting on this guy. Bryant over, Marty Bryant over Maclin, I think that's an easy one, and Jerron, which it could be more dicey based on game script. Your concerns are valid. My concerns with Martavis Bryant is why isn't he doing what we all know he could do? And that's it, you know? So exactly. It's a very real debate, but I think I want the most talented receiver, and I think he's got the most talent in the best matchup. So I'm going to disregard some drops and then pick it up. Jalen Strong. Jalen Strong could have, guy can't catch anything. His best catch is a Hail Mary in his whole career. He's not very good. He's caught a Hail Mary in college too. He's got good vert. He's also not great off the field. He doesn't have good playbook retention. That's what the Texans didn't want to sit him. Texans don't want to admit guys are busts. They tried. Fuller is really good, but the targets are not 100% there yet, and I'm not willing to do a 1-game sample, especially against a good Chiefs defense. So leaving him in the starting lineup is really ballsy. It's just a high ceiling. It's a really boom bust play. Will Fuller is boom bust. He is. It's just him. Packers Cardinals on the money line. I think that's decent. I would rather just have Packers. I would rather have Packers and a couple other teams in a parlay instead of Cardinals make me nervous. The Eagles are good. The Cardinals just don't. They've been playing 2 teams. Like, they've been playing at teams level. Like, they are better than the 49ers, and yet they take that game to the last minutes. And that's the kind of stuff that gets me so upset. We have gotten 1000% sidetracked here on Superman Power Rankings. X-ray vision, very good, very practical. Number 4, super strength. Super strength. That's number 4. You got to have super strength. Even if you're just walking around, being a human being, think of all the ways super strength would be great for you. All the things that you just don't want to do because they're heavy or it takes a lot of work. Like, what are the things that I could do with super strength that I can't do now? Like, I could move my car without having to put the key. Like, if you go outside to move your car and you forgot your keys inside, you just pick it up. That's a very niche situation, granted, you know. Not always going to happen. But just super strength has its merits. And I think that any list without super strength on it is a list incomplete. So it had to be number 4. Number 3. Number 3 is journalism, okay? Clark Kent has to have a day job. Superman's got to have a day job. And he has one of the best day jobs. Just pick it up and it's amazing that Clark Kent is in a room full of people whose job it is to decipher facts and notice discrepancies, and yet they can't pick up that the dude they're always writing stories about looks exactly like the dude that's always editing their stories. It literally makes no sense, and that's because Clark Kent is an expert journalist. He's actually good at his job, and that enables him to keep it and keep his whole tangled web together. A lot of people don't think about, like, Bruce Wayne doesn't work. Peter Parker has to write stories about himself. He's got to take pictures of himself just to be relevant as a photojournalist. Name one story Superman's ever all around strength. Name one story that Superman's written about himself. Nothing. He's a great journalist, and that's important. That's super, super important. Number 2, I'm starting to burn out, man. 45 minutes. Woof. Flying. Everybody wants to fly. It's got to be number 2, though. Flying is dangerous. There's too much things going on up. There's the air. There's, yes, revenge. I'm telling you how flying is not number 1 because there's planes up there. Because planes are garbage. Is it easier than writing about yourself? So much easier. He never does it though. That's because he's such a good journalist. He's like really out here breaking stories. Like nobody really thinks about that. Like Clark Kent is working 30 hours a week. Like Clark Kent is getting bennies. Like he's got his job. Exactly. No, see the thing about there's too much going on with flying. I don't like that. No, I do think that's dangerous. Clouds, lightning. It doesn't work without number 1, invulnerable. It's got to be I don't want to be dicking around, drunk flying, and then I get hit by a plane and everything's over. I need to be able to make mistakes. So the fact that Superman can just fly with his fist out and bash into stuff, those are the 2 powers that Superman most identifies with. Not even lifting cars. The things we left off the list are super speed. Superman does not have invisibility. Superman... Everybody tell Don he's wrong. Superman does not turn invisible. What is that? What are you saying? Don, you're embarrassing yourself in front of the Checkdown, man. Superman doesn't turn invisible. He's so fast, he's invisible. Because those are the same thing. Unbelievable. Tege Maraldi checking in. Hey, boys, it's been a wild weekend. I really appreciate you taking the time out from your recovery for watching the show. Yo, I hit Facebook hard at like 2 a.m. when I got out of work. I was like, pics. Let me see this stuff. No, invisible. No, Scott. How are we messing this up so bad? How are we Hilton or Lynch standard in the flex? So Tags Lynch, his carries have gone down week to week. I talked about him as a bust early. He had a great week 1, made me look tad, and then the next 3 weeks his touches went down, down, down. 9 touches each of the last 2 weeks. I'm going with T.Y. Hilton this week. Great matchup against the Niners. I love that Jacoby Brissett's getting him involved. We were talking about Hilton earlier in the show. Like, it's crazy that T.Y. Hilton is at this level because, oh, nice. Excuse me. Because T.Y. Hilton is an elite receiver. T.Y. Hilton's like one of the best receivers in football, but he's got no luck with no luck. He's getting killed. And his numbers are way down. And if you got him in a draft, you got him at a value because of that. But you'll have to play the matchups on him. He's no longer an every week starter. And I think that this is one of the weeks that it's totally fine to fire on T.Y. Hilton and Frank Gore. When we went to our Tags, you missed this. You missed this screen. This is our game outlook. Don got reported. Isn't that great? Don got put in timeout. This is how we do it. We're getting aggressive with the chat. And I'm okay with it. So this is our game outlook, Tags, and we put Niners Colts as our let it fly matchup. Don't even think about your guys. Let it fly. Make it happen. It's totally fine. Blues in it. Don's out of here. Timeout. He's really going to call the cops on me now because that's suppression. He's not happy. He's not happy. That's really funny, man. We're hitting the last 40 minutes here on the Checkdown, boys. We got things to do. We got to do our play draft. I wanted to talk about real or no real a little bit. Let's see if we could do that here. You guys remember that game show? Didn't make our game show power rankings. Real or no real? Let's set this up real quick, huh? Hey, boy. Half PPR. Funchess or Jerome Brown? Funchess. Funchess is the real. I like Funchess. I'm going to start Funchess every week until he rips my heart out of my chest. I think this is his breakout year. And you want to be the one that said you called the breakout year. Paul, thanks. I'm not absolutely starving, so... Okay, so this is real or no real. It's nothing like the game show. It's a game we just made up. Can I get a bite of that sandwich? Seriously. Seriously. All right, real or no real? Andre Ellington or Frank Gore? Give me Frank Gore in that matchup. Ellington gets the PPR looks, but Gore's a stud, and that's a good matchup for him. And you know they're going to build on him. Paul, you're going to make meatloaf, but you're not going to let me have any because you need it for work meals. So give me Frank Gore over Andre Ellington. That's a good one. So we got Funchess and Gore, and we're caught up. Brandon Marshall or Jerron Brown or Austin Jenkins. We got Jenkins coming up in this segment. Yes, Safarian Jenkins. Safarian Jenkins. Go for it. First, real or no real? Real. No real. Real. No real. Cameron Brate, touchdown in 3 straight games. Super real. Cameron Brate is an elite red zone target. He's an elite tight end. There have not been a lot of tight ends that we can claim as every week starters so far in the league this year. And Cameron Brate is that one. Touchdown in 3 straight games, even with O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard's blocking on more than 50% of his plays. He's getting 2 targets a game. Cameron Brate has the trust of Jameis Winston more than any other receiver on that team. Real. Will Fuller, 2 touchdowns in season debut last week. I'm going to go with no real. He is the ultimate boomer bust player. He's going to catch his touchdowns or he's not. He's a straight burner, but he struggled with drops last year. I like that he has rapport with Watson. I'm not saying that he's not an addable player. I just think that what he did last week, kick the table. What he did last week is not indicative of who he is as a player. I don't think that's fair to be like Will Fuller, elite. I don't think it's fair. Ingram or Bate rest of the season. I like Ingram, but I don't think Brait's drops hurt him. I think that he's more trusted than you think, especially in the red zone. And I think that the way the red zone shakes out for the Bucs is none of the attention is on Cameron Brate in the red zone because you have to body Mike Evans. And the Bucs should be going 2 tight ends in the red zone because nobody has the physical horses to compete with Howard, Brate, and Evans all at the same time. Powell, Abdullah, Mixon, Crowell, Tariq Cohen. What am I doing with that? Standard. How many am I picking? What am I doing there? Play 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bench Mixon and bench Crowell and Cohen. The other 3 are in good shape. Abdullah's getting his touches. Powell's going to have a decent game. I'm just waiting on that Mixon breakout, man. It sucks. We're just waiting on it, but we know he's good. We know the guy's got talent. We know he can play. Sit 1 in PPR. Smallwood's out. Sit 1. Sit Blunt. They don't like Blunt schematically, and there's going to be so much passing. It's going to happen. The Mixon breakout's going to happen. We all know that. We know that. Tyreek Hill, Funchess, or Golden Tate. Standard. That's a rough one. I love myself some Tyreek Hill. But in that matchup, man, Tanner, you bring the tough ones every week, man. How do you put yourself in these scenarios? Because I usually start Tyreek Hill no matter what, because he really only needs 1. And the Texans have really struggled in coverage, so I'm going to go Tyreek Hill. I just think he just needs 1. It's a long touchdown, and it's a double-digit point game. I'm totally fine with that. I don't want to nickel and dime my way down there with Funchess and Tate with targets. Tyreek Hill's a big part of that offense, and they need him. Dropping Science, what's up, man? That's straight Xbox friends. I love that. Jared Goff or Carson Palmer? Goff is going against Seattle's D, so that makes it easy. Give me Palmer. Give me the passing attempts. Give me the glove. Give me Fitz. All good on that. All good on that. They're going to make it rain. I don't care if it's raining. They're going to make it rain. Quarterbacks not being able to throw in the rain is a very 1990s stat. Just saying. I just think that weather's not a super big deal unless it's like absolutely torrentially downpouring, like Michigan State last night. We all saw that. Insane. Let's do one more real or no real. Deshaun Watson, 5 touchdowns last week. So 5 touchdowns is not real, but rostering Deshaun Watson is real. You got to have this guy every week. Dual threat, aggressive, elite receiver, run game, good defense. Checks all the boxes. Just that simple. Got to have that guy in. You got to have that guy on a team. If you have 5 fantasy teams and none of them have Deshaun Watson, close my show and go do something better. No, I can't help you. Okay, Suhu, we did, yeah. Suhu, give me Hoyer. Give me Hoyer against that Colts defense. I know that seems a little crazy, but the Niners have better balance and Pierre Garçon. And so I want Hoyer. I'm going to save that one. That's a good one. That's right off the top of the scrap heap. Hoyer over Brissett and Bortles. Hoyer, Brissett. How do I forget so fast? I looked down for 1 second. I think Hoyer's the play there. Hoyer. God. Auto correct. We're done cursing. No more cursing. But auto correct, man. It's a thing. Yeah, I knew as soon as I just looked that up, I was like, I don't feel good about it already. I don't feel good about any of those guys. Look at the hair, man. We're topping 6 feet out here. Heading into our last half hour. Drop your whole team, Suhu. Thank you. PPR, Buck, Allen, Mixon, and Lamar. Pick 2. it sucks because it's PPR. So I know where the free points are coming from because I talk about Joe Mixon and how good I think he is and how I think he's the best running back of the three in Cincinnati, and I think how he should be rostered everywhere, and it makes things tough. At the same time, Buck Allen's a PPR stud. Buck Allen can catch 5 passes, no problem, and Lamar Miller can score. So when you look at that, don't lie to us, Suhu. Don't lie. Matt Castle's not on a roster. Hiccups. Unbelievable. What a show. What a show this was. You can take the sip first. I just remembered that. This is really working, though. Unbelievable. Hiccuped. Castle got picked up. Unreal, dude. Who does that? Who does that? That's unbelievable. Who's like, Matt Castle against the Dolphins? Sign me up. Oh, yeah. Josh McCown's a great streaming option. He's got a revenge game going for him, too. Hiccups. Yawns and hiccups plagued me today on this, our first 2 hour and 50-minute show. Hooah. Oh my gosh, these vocal tics. McCown, baby. Stream it. We got to do the draft. All right, I'm coming right back with my cord and we're doing a draft. It's 12:30. I need like 60 seconds. Play the music. Play the music. Hey. Yeah, Bradford's available. Go get Bradford. Immediately. That's an easy one, dude. You just made the job so much easier for yourself. Oh my god. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Woo! That was a fun break. Is he going to play, though? Yeah. Yeah, dude. Monday night. Let's get on here. Let's plug in. Let's do a play draft. Alex Collins, we talked about it. 8 yards per attempt. This team's committed to running the football. All right? Their quarterback's not good. Their running back is going to succeed. You have to find out who he is and if he stays healthy. Right now, it's this guy. You'll get him almost every league. Go get him. Seriously. Yeah. Evan Silva added Sam Bradford to his quarterback rankings, so you're totally fine. I'm deleting that note. Here we go. Let's do this play draft. Woo! Start, cut, bench, cut. Barry Sanders, Barry White, or Barry O. Wow, I'm cutting Barry White. That's crazy. Wow, you just made me cut Barry White. That's unbelievable. Why would you do that to me? That's like one of the hardest. It's like one of the hardest things I've ever had to do on this show. I just want to show it not be about cutting people. Bryce Love, though. That's a name. That's a name, though. That dude poops. Play draft app. Play draft app. 3 weeks in a row, boys. Three weeks in a row, we pick winners here. I close this. I close this. I close this. I open this. I open this. Production. Oh, we're going to slow up a little bit. So the Play Draft app, if you've never seen it before, it's an app. It's daily fantasy, but we do a snake draft. We do a real draft. It's 3 teams, winner take all. It's 5 rounds, and we do it live on the show. And it's a good time because if you're looking to get into fantasy, but you're not in it right now, you don't have a league, your friends is filled. This is awesome. Beautiful. Next week, rankings. Best strategy to eliminate hiccups. Yeah, dude, it's the worst, man. It's absolutely insane. Lewis, I really need a W. My flex might be the difference. You already touched on my guys. Give me a waiver wire guy that's a lock for a big day. Safarian Jenkins, lock for a big day. 100%. I know, there's too much stuff going on for me to not have the hiccups, dude. Struggs McKenns, dude. And if you think it sounds bad, it feels bad. We only drank about half a gallon of water on this show this morning, so we could do better. Zachy, what's going on, man? Thanks for popping in the show. I appreciate it. It's not our cleanest, but we've had a good one today. My iPhone is syncing right now for some reason. Why would you do this to me? Why is this the time? Hey, unplug. That is so brutal, man. I'm getting let down by my technology. Failure to communicate. Play draft app. I'm here for it. This is how I like finishing the show. I like finishing the show that we can all go in on something together. Garcon, another touchdown, please. Garcon over Adams. Okay. iTunes, scumbagging it. Oh, it syncs before you quit? What? Doesn't make any sense. Am I a Panthers fan? I'm not a Panthers fan. Ooh, we got a lot of stuff to do, guys. We are heading towards the final moments here. Wow, I'm so happy you got Sam Bradford, though. That's like a huge thing. Here we go, guys. We're out here. Look at this, by the way. We have won every week. Don't look at week 1. Don't look at week 1. Don't look at my texts. Don't look at week 1. Don't look at my texts. Don't look at my texts. We've won every week this year. Week 1, we didn't do it on the show. All right? Living. Let's talk about that hit him on Adams real quick. You see Adams brace for impact. As soon as it happened, you just knew Adams wasn't standing up. Yeah, it's a really bad hit that I would absolutely cheer for 10 years ago. I love that Danny Trevathan, who made the hit, is going to miss more time than the guy who took the hit. I think that's a little backwards, but it's really incredible that Davante Adams is playing, but apparently this same thing happened last year. He got into a concussion, and then he cleared within 4 days. I mean, props. The technology's good. The helmet's good. You know what I mean? Let's do this play draft app. All right, guys. This is for money. This is money out of my pocket. Oh, we got winners out here. Chat. That's why we're not texting spicy. Ha ha ha. Play draft app. Tell me who I need to pick. Tell me who I need to pick today. We need all these positions, a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers. That's it. Tell me who to pick. Tell me who to pick. Tell me who to pick. Neck injury could end Cliff Avrill's career. That's crazy. All right, we're here with Dirty D and Deflate This. Come on, guys. I need help. Who we going to pick? 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 I don't think Le'Veon Bell's going to be there. Because, ooh, Rodgers, yes. Bell, obviously. I like Bradford. I like Gurley. Zeke, yes. Shady, no. Fournette, yes. Hyde, yes. Okay, so I want Hyde and I want Bell, but I'm not going to do it. I love the Giants that. Oh, Bilal Powell's a good one. Wentz is decent. I need receivers. Brown, Green, Diggs. Yeah, Diggs. All over Bilal Powell today. Good. Guys, give me players I need to draft in this. It's starting. It's starting. TJ Jones. That's a good pick. Le'Veon Bell, number 1 overall. Garcon is down here. Dez is here. I'll take Dez and Odell. Absolutely. Top 2 off the board. Huge surprise. Oh, big fantasy day. It's Austin Safarian Jenkins, ASJ. I got to take running backs. I got to take one of these stud backs. And then I got to take a receiver. I'm looking at wide receivers only right now. I wish T.Y. Hilton would have a strong game. Targeting Beckham and Dez right now. There's lower guys I like. Thielen's really good. Fitzgerald's really good. There's a lot of guys who are just strong who I'm not going to like pull. Fitz. Yeah, Fitz. I got Fitz checked off here. Oh, I thought I had the wraparound. I just auto-drafted. I didn't know. Guys, you got to tell me when this is happening. Damn. I just auto-drafted Sam Bradford. That sucks. We've won 3 weeks in a row and we just auto-drafted Sam Bradford. All right, here we go. Shady went. I'm taking Carlos Hyde. I think that's one of the best running backs in the game today. We wrap around on Dez. That's 2 Cowboys, though. It's a Cowboy stack. Or we could do Diggs stack. Antonio Brown's nasty. After complaining last week and then the man coverage being what it was. Give me Odell. The Giants need a win. The Giants need a win, and I love rooting for Odell Beckham Jr. Give me Odell. I need another receiver. See? But so does everybody else, which is garbage. So hopefully I can get Dez. I'd be totally fine with Zeke Dez stack. It's that they're playing the Packers. It's a big game. 17 minutes out, guys. We are here checking down. We took a ton of questions today. We saved a bunch of them, but today was just a unbelievable show in terms of the amount of fantasy questions are pouring in because it's bye weeks. Our rosters are thin. We have tougher choices to make than we've ever had to make. When you think about the teams that are out, Falcons, Saints, Washington, Broncos. There's tons of fantasy. This isn't the the Chargers or the Dolphins with limited fantasy implications. Like, these are guys that are studs. Okay, we got Dez. That's nice. Give me the highest scoring game, baby. Biggest game on the board. Squad up. Squad up. This is on my phone. Squad up. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Rams auto-drafted Bradford in 2008. Spicy. That was excellent, dude. I loved it. Out. Boom. Whoop, that's a fireman. Whoa, did we just see Josh McCown warm up? Did we see Matt Castle? Oh, Matt Castle making his debut today for the Titans. Wow. His footwork is so old. He took the Patriots to the playoffs once. Unbelievable. What a guy. Who knew he was capable? Classic. Classic. Final 15 minutes here. Check it down, boys. We'll do some more stream team. I have to make a survivor pick, which is like insane to me. But Alex Collins, he's like surviving. You know, the fumbles, you need a coach to mention the fumbles and be willing to look past them. And once that happened, that's when I knew I was ready to pull the trigger on Alex Collins, because it's one thing to fumble a lot, but yo, Kareem Hunt fumbled his first NFL carry. So imagine if they doghoused him. I am out for the day. Bruce Wayne, over and out. Beautiful. Zach, I love it. Thanks for popping in, dude. I'll see you next week. We do this for 3 hours. You don't have to watch for all 3 hours. I got to submit a survivor pick. Oh, man. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me. Survivor pick is locked. Foo, man. All the way, baby. Who do I take? Tyrod, Andy Dalton, Bradford. Bradford. That's an easy one. We had a guy that was about to start Brian Hoyer until he noticed that Bradford is on waivers. This is, you make my job easy when you drop the B-man in there. Sammy Buckets. He does it. He does it. He does it. We all watched that Monday night game, right? That's super real. That is not a fluke. That guy can play. Let me submit some picks. We are here. Final 14 minutes. I love that we have bye week questions. I was hoping we get more. With the Falcons out, nobody talked about replacing Freeman, which is good. You guys got depth, and that I'm proud of you. It means you've been watching the show and listening to what I'm saying about roster depth, and we're making it happen in the season. I'm assuming everyone who watches the show has a winning record because the picks have been fueg. Give me the Niners. Give me the Dolphins. Give me the Bengals. Give me the Jets. Give me the Steelers. Give me the Giants. Give me the Eagles. Give me the Lions. Give me the Ravens. Give me the Rams. Give me the Packers. Give me the Chiefs. And the Vikings. Got to be a little contrarian. Lifestyle. All right, 13 minutes, boys. Make it snappy. What do you got left for me? Woo! Checking ain't easy, baby. Checking ain't easy. We are doing it. Would you take Bradford over Smith, though? I probably would. Sorry, Don. I'm going to save that. That's a good one. We're going to save that for the recap. Oh, man. Bradford over A. Smith. I think just the Texans are not up. The Chiefs' defense is much better than the Texans' offense. I have one more tweak to make. Tyreek Hill or Sterling Shepard. I think Hill's fine. I think that's an overthink. That's classic 10 minutes before football starts, and we overthink our guys. Tyreek Hill is a stud. We know Tyreek Hill's a stud. Let's not get ahead over our skis here. Let's start our best players. We got 10 minutes to kick off. I'm going to hit lunch so hard. It is outrageous. Got to start one on the DVR. The good wife, the good doctor, the good place. That is an amazing question. Out freaking standing, Adams. That is unreal. So, it depends on your interests. If you're like a new guy, like if you're a hipster, you got to find the good shows. Good Doctor just came out, so you might want to give the DVR to the Good Doctor and see what it's about, right? If you're a drama guy, if you like suspense, like sometimes I come in and I'm like, I don't want to know what's happening. I like to figure it out. Like in a Law and Order, I'll just put it on in the middle and try to piece it together myself, get my own detective work, put in my own shift. So Good Wife, I don't know if I DVR because I like coming in the middle, seeing a halfway formed plot, and then trying to evaluate my life. The Good Place is the one I DVR because dying is easy, comedy is hard, and a good comedy deserves your respect. Curb Tonight, episode 2. All right, guys. We're finishing strong here, boys. 10 minutes to check down. 10 minutes to finish check down. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time. The title of your autobiography. What is it? I say things. I don't really know what I'm saying, man. You got to be easy with me here. Oh, dying is easy. Comedy is hard. Yeah, I didn't even come up with that. Everybody knows that. That's a trope, boy. You should know that. That's an ism. Big time ism, dog. I just can't see the Dolphins losing to a Matt Castle football team. I absolutely can't see it. I know the Dolphins, they got carved by the Saints defense, so like it's not so outrageous. Like this is a team that's capable. They showed up their first week. I mean, Jay Cutler's not bad. Ajayi's not bad. The Saints are a good football team, and the Dolphins got caught in London. Don't let recency bias hurt you. You're going against Matt Castle. If they lose, I'm going to be so upset because I'm talking about it way too much. I'm talking about Titans-Dolphins way more than I intended to out here. Wow. A lot of big numbers out here. The Dolphins are bad. 0 offense. That starts with the OC. He'll be gone after this week. I don't know. I mean, they're all... You got to understand, like, this... This team's built for Tannehill, you know? Gase built it for Tannehill. And Jay Cutler is decidedly not Tannehill. What's crazy is that Jay Cutler is Gase's boy. Gase doesn't want to turn his back on his boy, but he should. He honestly should. It's not going well. It's not going well, and it's not changing. Like, their offense hasn't gotten better. They pounded Ajayi the first week. Then he's a little banged up, and then they get crazy on it. I hate it. Looking at I'm out. Good luck. Bradford for life. Guys, get out of here. Go enjoy your Sunday. We're 8 minutes to check down, boy. Kickoff is coming. I'm going to pull the plug at 12:55 because I think that's what we should do. The New York Football Giants, boys. That's what I'm saying. That's all I care about right now. I'm starting to get into that mode where I'm getting antsy because my team hasn't won a game yet. I was thinking about... What do you guys think about no haircut until the Giants win? What do you think about no haircut until the Giants win? Thanks, Ant. That was always a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for popping in. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. The show is literally impossible without Tanner, Anthony, Adams, Yaz, Armel, Suhu. This is literally impossible without you, and it is the best time of my life. It is murder on my voice, but I really, really, really enjoy doing this. McCaffrey receiving yards over 37.5. Absolutely. Tell me I'm over my balance, boys. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. You might be getting a haircut today, dude. I hope. I want to get a haircut. It's just crazy. Good afternoon. Hey, Biswajit. Thanks for coming in, man. Abdullah or Cooper Kupp? Full point PPR. That's a great question. So, Abdullah is finally getting the touches he deserves, and I think that he's a much better start over Cooper Kupp. Seattle defense is tough. I think Cooper Kupp will exploit soft spots in the zone, but overall, Abdullah has a higher chance of getting more touches, more catches, and most importantly, a touchdown. I think, Mr. Mishra, I think that's 100% a good opportunity to fire away on Abdullah, and you're going to be okay. 11 plus 11 plus 11. I just tapped my balance for football games. Let's go, boys. Love the Chiefs, he says. I want to get a haircut, but only if the Giants win. I actually have had this dream where the Giants go 0-16 and I do the check down next year. Like what's going on, guys? Thank you for watching the check down. Oh no, none of my props went. Nothing's going through. This is why you don't make your picks 5 minutes before 1 p.m. kickoffs, because nothing goes through and you make a bunch of decisions and you don't remember what the decisions are. Yeah, I haven't had hair like that in a minute, so it would be definitely interesting. At least you'll be able to draft your son. There it is, man. There it is. You know what's good. I mean, I want to. If he plays for me, I mean, I'm buying the jersey. I'm buying the jersey no matter what. The Josh Rosen jersey. My last name's Rosen. There's a quarterback named Rosen. If you had a quarterback with your last name, Chiazzo, Mishra, T, Fedora, Demerit, you would do the same thing. If you were me, you'd want to be buying 3. Ah, thank you, sir. Biswajit, thank you so much for coming in, man. I really appreciate it. Stay longer next time. Come earlier. Stay longer. Stay longer. 4 minutes left on the show, boys. We are out here. Yeah, if there's a Chiazzo quarterback, 100% you're buying that jersey, dude. No doubter. Abdullah or Collins? Abdullah. Abdullah. We just got to take the numbers here. We got to take the touches. I'm sorry. I'm doing picks, guys. I got my eyes on the chat. I'm making picks, and it's real out here. Take 2. Throw Mixon in. I got to keep riding with Mixon. I hate it, dude. Nothing makes me more upset, but I got to do it. I got to do it. It's out of my hands and into Mixon's hands. First half, I don't like anything. Actually, yeah, give me the... Took the Niners and Jets and Packers. Yeah, that's fine. Those are good numbers, man. First quarters. No, I want this. 3 minutes. 5 dimes, man. You're murdering me. And I'm not supposed to talk about the 5 diving, but I'm actually out here doing things before the kickoff starts. Come on now. Verify me, Captain. This is where we got last time. Now it's 12:58. Refreshed. Unbelievable. This is going to kick me out before the game start. I just know it. Come on now. Come on now. This is, honestly, if you could see my screen, this is high drama. There's a lot of things happening. Numbers are flying, and I'm just staring at loading circles. Shamo. Shamo. Shamon. Go through. Go through. Stop. Submit. I'm going to have to do live again. I'm going to have to go live again. It's hard to evaluate your football wagers and do a live 3-hour fantasy show. Ladies and gentlemen, I love being here with you guys. There's ups and downs. Today was a rough one, but gosh, I love this show, and I love you guys. That's the check down. Where's my music? Play me out, boys. Week 5. We did it again. It's too much. It was like 6 things and it all canceled. So, and we're playing Kanye. Come on. We really beefed this show today. Play the music. Get me out of here. Get me a sandwich. Get me an Advil. And most importantly, get me a Giants win. We're in the check down. Week 5. 5 weeks of this. Great luck today. Mwah!